Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. And today you all know what's going to be happening. Today we are gonna be solving the Arcospheres. Yes, solving is the keyword. Solving is the keyword. Before we get back to these, let me first do a couple of things. So first of all, let's increase the number of machines. Did it ever happen to you guys where you had one problem in your head all the day and you couldn't wait to get back to it? You couldn't wait to get back in front of the computer or in front of the whatever is your medium and continue working on that. Well, that was me all the day. I'm trying to find where we are producing the blue, these ones, but the blue ones, the facilities. I'm trying to find the factories with the factory with the facilities here because we will need more. We will need more. Seriously though, where it is? Oh, here, Grand Matrix. Yeah. So let's have a limit set to 200, just in case. And second thing we need to do first, before starting working on the spheres, is to send the ship which had received its name, the Big Bertha Uber. Let's actually it should have arrived to Novice orbit. Yeah, let's anchor it, let's refuel it, and let's send it to another location. Collect the spheres. Let's send it there. So we have these. Yeah. Do we need to? Yeah, 25 that have been sorted. And yeah, let's initially go with only 25 of each for each field, and we can decide later if we want to go for more. It's gonna give us at least 13 per field, and also a bit more for the deep space itself. This one on 13 per field, and the deep space. This is slowly increasing as well. So where should we go? I think the second closest field was deep space, dead space, right here. So let's go there. Let's go to dead space. We need to increase its priority again to 1, and also decrease the other one. Decrease the other field which we have visited already. This one, yeah, let's put it back to 0. We have visited. Oh, maybe let's keep them at 1. This way we can see which ones have been visited. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and let's send it there. Dead space. Bam. 3 minutes to destination. That's cool. This ship is quite fast. It has tons of engines. It's 2000 integrity, but it has tons of engines. So it should be there fast. And what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna dismantle the thing we had yesterday. This is kind of a brute force solution which didn't work. Of course, it couldn't work because 2 of the recipes have not been used at all, which I believe are quite important. And like we have a ton of, we kind of had, we have, what's the word? We have reached a state where none of them could be transformed because all of the, like these are at 0. Do we need to keep anything from here? Okay, you know what, just in case, let me make a blueprint book. Let me make a blueprint book here. Let's call it, I don't know, Arcos, and let's just, for the sake of saving, let's save this one, which is basically makes a sum. This one makes a sum. Let's put it here, so we don't have to redo it if we need to have this competition anytime. This one is sum, basically. Oh, I didn't save it. Sum. Okay, this is done. Now, yeah, let's remove all of the requester chests, and we can go back to building them. As you can see, we mostly have these. We only have those. Remove these. So that was the initial brute force solution. I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk a bit about the idea I had. The idea I had for the follow-up, but I'm gonna talk about it in a couple of moments. I just want to wait until regular people arrive, so we're all here. Oh, and we have one of which already. I believe, I'm not sure if these recipes like switch instantly to the other one. Do they switch like instantly? Because if that's the case, then having both of them work at the same time ensures us the production of all the spheres at once. 1 lambda. Still 1 lambda, right? They're kind of, they have been built. So we have a small number of these as well. So if we don't make any mistakes, just with these we should be able to go back to the balancing. But again, let's hold on to the balancing for now. And in the meanwhile, what we can do is actually let's prepare a factory which is making tesseracts. How much tesseracts? And by the way, we have so from what I'm seeing, we have. Oh yeah, it's 3 taken, 3 appearing at the same time. From what I'm seeing, we have like Arcosphere recipes all over the place. So I'm thinking, should we have a mega balancing facility at one place, or should we have small balancing facilities everywhere where we need them? Because balancing basically transforms the spheres, right? But they never disappear. So we can maybe determine the minimal amount of spheres to be able to be balanced with each other, and then basically always have this minimum and have a balancing factory for this minimum, and they can be activated with any single recipe. Or we could even tailor a formula for each recipe. And I mean, we have 2 here, right? So we'll kind of need 2 formulas, but and yeah, basically get them back into their normal regular state. Every time we have, yeah. That's fine. So what's next, by the way? This is lore, I believe. This is lore. So let's leave it for later. What can we do? What's the field where we can make some advancements here? First of all, let's do the stack. Let's do this stack. Can we do this stack? Do we have the level 2s? Oh, we do have level 2s. Oh my god. We can do that with tesseracts. So what we can do here is prepare the factory. So the idea was to have all the Naquium products in this location. And if we were to make tesseracts here, then we would have we would need a production of stuff here as well, and that would mean we would need a balancing setup here. So maybe let's first come up with a setup, with a general setup. We can have it running. We have everything. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we have unlocked? We have unlocked the beacon. I mean, we can unlock the beacon. How do we make it? Oh, it takes the deep space catalog. Oh, we might need to export catalogs and tesseracts. So yeah, tesseracts is something that kinda needs to be produced. And yeah, we shall set up a production facility for the tesseracts. Then the life support equipment. That's not urgent. That is not urgent at all. Self-sealing gel. I believe we have never made these. That's not urgent. Of course, level 3 catalog. And what is dimensional anchor? Use a star's gravity well as a stabilizing point for a spatial anomaly. What is this? Close to star orbit. I have no idea what this is, and the description is not exactly clear. Maybe it's going to be needed for the science. Let's see. So the catalogs, they require... let's have a look at the cards. Oh, and the catalog production is gonna be mainly requiring the balancing of the spheres, and that is fun. So we can have a balancer. Set up next to this catalog production factory. That's really cool. All of them are require the spheres, right? Let's have a look at the ingredients. So this one takes Naquium plate and the significant data, and it transforms it into a space folding data. Okay. So plate, basically plate and significant data to card. Here we have plate and significant data to the... oh, it's the same, but the other balancing thing. Okay. Here is... oh, same, but a different balancer. A different balancing operation. Here is the same. Same. Okay. Basically, the catalog level 3 is show us you know how to balance these. Show us you know how to balance these. And they have varying recipes. Man, that's really cool. That's really cool that the recipes kind of change. it basically like having changed recipes does not allow you to set up one single chain and use it every time. You have to kind of either have to change, but yeah, balancing is required. That's like a cool trick to force you to have a balancer, but that's fine. So we can have, all we need to do is to have a balancing setup, and we can make catalogs level 3. And actually, Deep Space Science 3, that's all it needs. That's all it needs. And also, we also need to produce Tesseract. So maybe Tesseract should be the first goal, and then this should be the second one. And then we're going to be unlocking the processors, which are basically not quantum processors, Tesseracts, after being balanced, and like with the Arcospheres. And then we have lots of different technologies to unlock with level 3, which is Factorio level ship 4. And then we have, supercomputers. Oh, these are so good. These are so good. 42 microprocessors. They're always expensive. Good morning, Leahy. Good morning. How are you doing? By the way, I have missed a bunch of messages yesterday. Apologies for that. And I have missed the one when you said you were Greek and you spoke ancient Greek. And let me tell you, that is amazing. That is amazing. I have a friend, so I live in Japan, and I have a Korean friend who is a big fan of languages. He studies, and he chose like ancient languages as his main school, like, what's the word? Not career, but he studies ancient languages, and he studied Latin, like ancient, not like the normal Latin, but ancient Latin. Actually, ancient Latin, maybe it's the same because it's ancient. And so it's really funny because he told he knows he doesn't know how to say like basic stuff like I don't know, like as an example, like he doesn't know how to say hello, how are you doing, but he knows how to say if you don't surrender, I will come to your village and burn all your houses and take all of your people as prisoners. Like it's completely like. It's a super weird specialty that he has, and reading your like thinking about what you said like made me think about that as well. But yeah. So I'd like to wait a little bit to get to the spheres so that everyone can come in. But because I have started a bit early today, so I was thinking, what can we be doing? You know what? Let's go and set up. And let's already set up everything we need except for the Arcospheres for the Nakuim Tesseracts, because this is gonna be kind of the next big goal. Old Greek. There's Old Greek, the new rendition, which is modern blend of Old Greek. Ancient Greek I can't speak or read. Oh, there is Old Greek and there is Ancient Greek. Oh wow. We have a family book that's in Old Greek that has a bit of our history. Only reason why I know it a bit. Oh, that's super nice. That's super nice. I have no idea who were my level 3 generation 4th. Like the parents of my grandparents, I have no idea who they were. So I think it's really cool when you when like your family keeps a log of the ancestry and like a family tree or something. You know, like in Harry Potter, where what's his name? Sirius' family has a big tree in his house. I found it really cool that families keep their ancestry. But oh well. Let's go prepare. Oh, before that, let's go to the mall. Let's go to the mall and let's get some landfill. Oh, maybe we have some. I think we have landfill here. We have landfill here. So for this factory, like the Tesseracts, they're actually pretty simple. If you exclude the folding, they're simple. You just need to take cubes and you need to take plates and granite rods. Although I think there is also regional differences similar to Spanish and Italian. The coolest part is the paper, to be honest. I've never seen paper so old and it's got weird sandpaper-like texture. Very interesting. Oh, that's like exciting, man. You're lucky to have this kind of stuff. Keep it safe. I absolutely love Harry Potter. Yeah. Well, who doesn't? I was a big fan of the books. Like I still remember when the book I read the first book and then I read the second book as it released, and then I was following the releases of the books and I was trying to read them as they're released. And it was huge hype, huge events, like, oh, the next Harry Potter book is gonna be released, and people were like aligned in front of the shops. That was really cool. Really cool moment. So about the let's see how Factory Planner handles. Oh, I have never tried that, but let's see how Factory Planner handles the Arcospheres. Nakwi, what was it? Tesseract. Tesseract. There is a software called Tesseract, which is specialized in determining the text based on images. Like it can read a JPEG image with text in it, and it can try to figure out what text was written, like image to text kind of tool. Process, not Tesseract. No, Tesseract first. Yeah. So we have two recipes, right? And I have no idea. Let's have both of them. So what's this? Let's try 64 of each. So we have two recipes, right? Are you able to? Come on, don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me, Factory Planner. Let me tell me you know how to handle it. I'm sure it won't. But it's funny. So we cannot add the second one, right? We cannot add the second one. Nah, yeah. Oh, you were around for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it was. I was still young at the time. I'm not sure how old I were. Maybe 16 or something. Not really sure. But it was a thing. It was a big thing, like worldwide releases of Harry Potter books. Let's see if it can handle. Yeah, okay. We need to choose which one to. Yeah, it can't. It can't handle it. Like who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Factory Planner is not gonna help us. But that's fine. But I'm looking at the resources, and you know what? Like the other ones, the cubes themselves. Look at this. 340 cubes require 5.4 thousand Naquium plates. So it's like what's like 16 plates per cube. Let's look at the recipes. Like this is crazy. These are super expensive. Oh yeah, one cube requires 16 plates, and the one Tesseract requires one cube and 16 plates. So 32 plates for a Tesseract, twice as many as for the cubes, and that is like crazy high. And we went for 340 of cube production, but I think Tesseract yeah, we need twice the amount. That's fine. A minute. Okay, I'm freezed. Let me know when you're back. Let's prepare the factory. Let's prepare this. So again, I still haven't made any sort of balancing stuff, and I'm gonna talk about it in a little while. But aside from that, let's have belts and let's have factories. So all of these need gravimetrics, right? All of these need gravimetrics. All of the Arcosphere related stuff need gravimetrics, which I find cool. And what's the recipe? How long does it take? And by the way, since like this is a global network, right? And if we balance stuff, if we balance the Arcospheres, should it be balanced? My question right now is: do we need to prepare a balancing station for these, like using robots next to their production? Is your Alt button screen Alt screen on? Yeah, as you can see here, this is Alt with Alt. I don't see icons on top of the buildings, or maybe it was disabled. Here you have them. And you know what? I think we are best using two recipes at once. Like I think it's best to use. It doesn't really matter if we have a robust setup. It doesn't really matter which one we use. But if we use two at the same time, it's gonna basically make us make sure that the outputs are almost always the same. I'm not sure if it matters, but I'm blind. Yeah, don't worry. Like the buildings are super big, so it's a bit hard to. It can be a bit hard to see. Let me prepare the belts. So so ideally we need 4 for this amount of items, and I think that's cool. That's like one belt. Let's have 4 of these. For this one belt, and let's handle everything which is not the cubes on the right hand side, and the cubes can be handled on the left hand side. And again, let's prepare. Do we have robots? I like to prepare a small robot area only for the cubes. Only for the cubes. No, we need to set up like a normal. Yeah, I think we need to figure out the folding first because I have no idea how much space we will need to prepare. I have no idea about that. But so let's pass the plates and let's pass the roads. Let's pass the plates. Let's pass the road. And we don't have the belts. We have nothing. We have nothing here. Oh, they're here. Okay, we have everything. We have everything here. Very well animated pixel art as well, very intricate. Yeah, the graphics are amazing. Like you can, if you look carefully, you can find out about tons of details. Like here, you can see there's like an open container with like something. I'm guessing. I'm sure. I don't want to guess. And here's like a closed one. There are like lights. There are tubes going all the way around. And this even looks like some kind of hadron collider, like you know the big accelerator, particle accelerator. You can imagine particles here being accelerated in a circle and maybe taken out. I have no idea, but you can think about different. Like it's so neat. It's so neat. I almost say more details than the original game buildings. Yeah, I agree. I would agree. Not only they are bigger, but even if they were not that big, they're still kind of more detailed. Like there's more stuff packed inside. So let's do it like this. Here we will have a belt for the plates. We'll have one belt for the plates. It's a big belt, so I'd like to keep it as is. And let's have a second belt here. Let's have it like this. And this is gonna be a belt for. You know what? A second belt here is gonna be good enough. Like this. This belt is gonna be here for the second input, which is gonna be the cryonite rods. And this is gonna be the output. Naquium cubes are gonna be outputted like this. Naquium tesseracts. Hey, Lanarian! 0.6 geometric facility looks amazing too. Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Yeah, I remember people were super excited yesterday about the geometrics of 0.6. Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait. Can't wait to see it. And I also cannot wait to show you guys the ideas I have come up with for the Arcospheres. I'm still waiting a bit for the regulars to be here, mainly Faustus and Revan, who were following all this from a very long time. So I'd like to not start without them. Yeah, I mean, if they're here today. So let's give it a bit of time. I'm a bit early today. And while we are waiting, let's finish a build here. We're gonna be needing it soon. So my idea is to have these Arcospheres be local, because we never lose items, we never lose them, we just transform them. It's like what was his guy? The famous chemistry quote that nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything is transformed. And this principle applies to Arcospheres. So we can have, if we can have a localized folding factory nearby, not factory, but kind of like a balancing operation nearby, it can be very nice to have them go back to their like normal balanced state. And yeah, should we make a separate, because the needs here are not the same. We always need thetas, epsilons, and phis. We always need thetas, epsilons, and phis. So what we theoretically what we want to do. No, we need lambdas, x's, and zetas, right? Or is it different depending on the lambda? Yeah, so ingredients are always lambdas, x's, and zetas. So even if we have another factory where all the Arcospheres are balanced with each other, I think this factory requires kind of a special balancing where we will always want to have these three. Like we'll want to convert all of the other ones into these three. I don't know why, but your accent is very healing to my soul at the moment. It makes me very happy. I am very happy to hear that. That's a first time someone says it. Usually people are like, oh, your accent is weird. Where do you come from? I'm happy if your soul is being healed. Let's have a look at these. Doing pretty great here. Yesterday I heard that power poles connected only by circuit wires each count as their own electric network and cost more UPS. Power poles connected only by circuit wires each. Ah, I see what you mean. Fixing that across my factory saved me 10 UPS, and the game feels much better. French? Exactly. My accent is a mix of French and Russian. I was born in a Soviet country and raised in France, so I started learning English there and continued in French school. So I got a mix of both. It's a bit weird. It is a bit weird. But I wouldn't say my accent is very French, because French people have a super strong accent, English accent, which is easily identifiable. I think I have I spoke English before learning French, so it was definitely affected, but not changed that much. Not changed that much. But you can still of course spot the influence. And we need the cubes here as well. So hold on a second. We need 3 items as input, like 3 solid items. We need we can place the cubes and the cryonite rods all together. Unfortunately, here for the cubes, you know what? Let's take the cubes from here. Let's take them from here, because I think it's good to kind of prioritize the tesseracts, right? We prioritize the tesseracts first when we can, and we can use we can make like. Oh, if we have all the tesseracts, we can go with the cubes. So the idea here would be to have so this is the output. Let's have a combined belt of the cubes coming from the right, and here this is going to be the belt of the what's your name? Cryo rods. Do we have the cryo rods here in the? Oh, tell me we do. Oh, we don't. We don't. I mean, it's easy to request them. What's not easy is to is to store them. We could also have them called by the trains, have them delivered by trains, but they're mostly taken from Novice. And I messed up here. I didn't plan for lots of space in the middle. But you know what? I think we can still do it. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's have this one belt. Go here. Go like this. And let's have this one belt. Go like this. So we are gonna be getting some space. Getting some space here. So the cards are gonna be going like that. So if we need some more items, we can always add. We have a little bit of space here. And how much of it yeah, we don't need much. So maybe one belt is gonna be enough. We don't have space here. Oh my god, we don't have space. You know what? That's fine. Let's steal one of these. Let's make you become the cryo rods. Hey, Fernando X. Hello. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Oh, we're out of jetpack fuel. How is it going? We are preparing we are preparing for the folding setup. Just waiting a little bit before starting. These, let's put back the cards. And finally, request all the items. Oh yeah, we need to connect the wires. We are requesting the poles, and now with that, the poles, the rods. Yeah, they look like the poles. And this stack size is 100. Okay, cool. So now we should be having 500 of them requested at Novice Orbit. They will arrive here and get outputted into these chests, and we can already prepare a belt. Prepare a belt of these. Let's have it here. Not sure how far this factory can be scaled, but worst case scenario, we can just make another factory for the items elsewhere if we need a huge scaling. It's all train based, so it doesn't really matter. I'm better, no more COVID. Oh, glad you recovered without issues. The downside is that I have to work again. I remember of when we were like when I was young, I was super happy to actually become sick, because it would be an excuse to not go to school, right? Oh, I'm sick, I can't go to school. Oh, yes, indeed, you're sick. Okay, you don't have to go. But when, yeah. So this does strike a chord. But I'm glad you recovered without any consequences. That's super good. So here we need to input it on the right-hand side. We need to split and we need to input it on the right-hand side. We only pass 1/2 a belt. We only pass 1/2 a belt, and you know we can. I think we can do it like this, like very easily. Just do this. Doing the splitter. Yeah, we need a splitter. I think because we might be wanting to continue this one towards the left, and let's do it like this. Very simple, nothing crazy. Like this. So we're making sure that we are feeding this. The rows which are going to be coming from the right-hand side, they should come any second now. Look at this. They are coming. That gave me a good chuckle. Are those white belts the top tier belts of this mod? No, they're not. There are better belts, which we can actually unlock. I'm kind of waiting on the unlocks, because again, I don't want to unlock stuff and I'm gonna forget that it's unlocked. And these are kind of important items, so I'd like to unlock them the moment we need them and start building them. They need 500 of sciences, but I think that's okay. And these belts are the same as vanilla blue belts. They transport 45 items a second, and the top tier belts, these ones transport 64. So it's like 50% faster. See, this mod is like 10 times the size of the original game. I love it. Exactly, it's 10 times is a good estimation. 10 times is a great estimation. So we're going to be having cubes, we're going to be having these, and the plates. The plates should be coming in through this one belt. Let's have the plates coming in. I mean, the plates are right now the biggest limitation. And by the way, let's have a look at the trains. Let's have a look at the trains and see why we don't have. Let's have a look at the haulers and see what's happening here. And indeed, we are stuck. Why are we stuck? Washnakritite is here. What don't we have? Vitalic acid. We don't have vitamil. What? We have everything here. All the resources are here, so it must be. It's a factory problem. It's a factory problem. What don't we have? Sulfuric acid. This is the planet where it's produced. Come on, sulfuric acid. Come on. It should be coming in. Where should it be coming from? Here's the sulfuric acid, like a big flow, big duct. We have a warping platform for the sulfuric acid. We have a warping platform, but for some reason it cannot warp. Why can't it warp? Because the fuel is too low. This is the acid. Where is the fuel coming from? Oh, here on the right hand side. So there is no fuel. Oh, there is no fuel. There is no fuel. How did that happen? The fuel is not being produced. There is zero rocket fuel, and this must be a factory issue, or is it a petroleum issue? Yeah, it might be a petroleum issue. Why the petroleum one is not launching? Oh, the petroleum transport doesn't have enough fuel. Oh, this is kind of a deadlock situation. It's a deadlock situation because the petroleum platform needs to bring petroleum to convert it to different items, but at the same time, we are also expecting the fuel, which is the product of the petroleum, to be to come here and to make it full before we are able to leave. So we kind of have to prioritize the petroleum, at least for these ships, or else they never leave and they never bring petroleum. To fix that, I'm gonna launch it manually. It's kind of a deadlock solution. We need to kind of... Yeah, I think the idea here would be to prioritize petroleum and make petroleum until we have a buffer, at least for this platform, which... prioritize the production of the liquid rocket fuel and have a buffer, like put it, like use the petroleum in priority to make liquid rocket fuel, and buffer at least this platform to bring petroleum. And until this is done, we might not be having enough. So the platform should be now getting the. It should now be getting the petroleum from somewhere. Oh, here. No, not where is the platform? Where did it go? Okay, I don't know where it went, but it came back with petroleum. So now everything should be working. But yeah, we need to kind of prioritize the output of these into this one. Because now we are using crude oil everywhere, including including the sulfuric acid here, including everything. White space belts are the same speed as blue. Yes, white space belts are the same speed as blue. You cannot use normal belts in space. Exactly. That's the whole like there is a tier of different belts, pipes, and machines. There's a tier of everything to be used in space exclusively. For example, even some simple machines such as there are tons of machines. For example, assemblers cannot be placed in space. You can see it's written cannot be placed on space platform or spaceship. Instead, you have to use these assembling machines, space assembling machines, to do the same. For example, you cannot place pulverizers, but instead you need to use mechanical facilities which have the same recipes basically. So what about trains? Trains you can. However, you cannot place rails. You cannot place basic rails in space. You have to place special rails. And there is indeed cool space trams. So there are no special space trains in the game in SE, but I have installed a mod to give us space trains. This mod is called SE Space Trains. Is a completely separate mod by another person, not the SE developer, but it adds this kind of cool trains to SE, which I like a lot because of the way they work with the charging. But the rails are SC vanilla. Is it even a term? SC vanilla. So yeah, we need to fix the petroleum, but let's do it afterwards. Right now, I'd like to have everything going here. Let's do it like this, and we had a chest here with the plates. But you know what? We are already taking 2 belts of plates, and the trains only deliver like this many plates. So I feel like overloading the chest with too much plates is not a good idea. Instead, let's have a second station. With the setup we have, it costs absolutely nothing, like just more buffer, to have a second station delivering us the items. Now I'm gonna remove this one for now, and yeah, we kind of need to remove everything. We kind of need to remove these. We don't need this line. We don't need this line. There needs to be space here for like logistic space for a secondary factory. Here we go, and let's have a train station. The rails can be built. Hold on. Okay, let's connect these for now. Let's connect these for now, because we shall see later how we organize. The networks. It's not a big deal. It can be easily fixed. But until now, we need the network. We kind of need the network. And it's the same. This is a requester for plates. Now let's look at Morse and see whether the vacuum is fixed. It's still not fixed. Do we still not have a? Yeah, I think it becomes kind of urgent. It becomes urgent to prioritize these. How many platforms do we have? This is the trebuchet to be named. Maybe we should be having 2 trebuchets and 2 platforms. Yeah, this is kind of important. Whatever happens, we have to have the naquitite flowing. So let's go fix it real quick. Maybe 2 ships. Indeed, that's what I was thinking. Maybe we need to have 2 ships, so we kind of reduce the chances for these to run out of. Great minds think alike. Indeed, we thought of the same exact same thing. Let me also drop the. Yeah, it's very important to have the naquitite always working, because naquitite is our greatest limiter. If we don't have naquitite, we cannot even continue the research. So let's go there. After the refueling, we can just let's get the scrap out. Let's get these out. These space signs. Get the stone out. 1 iron stick for some reason. Working control units. We have a bunch of stuff here. That's fine. So let's go to. Let's go get the spaceship. Let's go to Morse. That way, if one ship runs out of gas, the other can buffer the fuel production to refuel energy. Yeah, exactly. What we need is buffer. Like, the buffers are gonna save us. And by creating more ships and more stations, we can increase the amount of buffers. Indeed. Here, exit the platform, get into the ship, and fly us to Morse. It's like a commuter. You honestly might need a third ship depending on your intakes, use of petroleum. Yeah, like, I mean, if we're gonna expanding, we might as well expand it a bit more than just one, right? Always double the. Let's take these. Hold on. Yeah, it's fine. We're fine, robots. We're fine. I didn't finish taking these. They wanted to heal me with these items. That's not what I meant. To press. These, remove the space stuff. Oh, maybe we will need the space stuff for when making the ships, the platforms. So let's go. Oh, did I not take any flooring? Oh, my bad. Let's go back to Novice Orbit and take the flooring. I'm really happy about this planet. I'm really happy about the choice of the planet. Let me show you. We are on Morse right now. This was Morse, and this is our closest moon, which has plenty of oil for all kinds of like processing. And it's super fast to go here from Novice Orbit, and it's also super small. Only 944 radius, so we can lift off without paying too much cost. So like traveling between it and Novice Orbit is like instant. Super easy, very cheap, and quite convenient. Is that a Venator from Star Wars? Exactly, it's a Venator class. It's a Venator class. I mean, forget about the hole, but if you turn blind eye to the hole, it's a Venator class from Star Wars. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Let's get these. And let's get... yeah, we'll need walls. Worst case scenario, we can store them. What we will need as well are the clamps. I mean, we have some clamps, and I believe that's it. Let's get some accumulators. Yeah, let's have the accumulators being processed. Oh wait, not here, but here. It's not automated, but like little by little we make accumulators. And let's go increase. Let's go fix the vacuum. Let's go fix the vacuum. It's funny how they didn't turn all at once. They like turned one after another. Turned on. Okay, here we are. So, this should be pretty simple. The fix should be pretty simple. We should take this setup and simply copy paste it. That's all. That's all there is to it. Oh, do we have tanks? We have tanks. Okay, cool. Let's copy all of this. This is a refueling platform. No, this is a crude oil platform. It's a crude oil platform. Take everything. Take absolutely everything, and paste it a little bit, like not exactly under, but one tile to the right. We have to do two tiles, but that's fine. Or maybe one more tile so that we can have a proper. Yeah, let's place them like this. As close as possible to one another, but... Or do we need to leave some space? I don't think we will rework them, but we'll never know. We never know, so let's leave some space. Let's leave some space just in case. And here we go. We need Nixie tubes. Oops, not these. And is there anything else blinking? No, there is none. Okay, cool. And while we are at it, let's do it 3 more times. Let's do it 3 more times. So we're gonna be overkilling the issue. Oh, I need to take the wrong copy paste. Not enough floor. Really, I didn't take enough floor. Oh my god. Or is it being taken care of by the basic robots? Oh, it might be taken care of by the. Okay, it's being taken care of by the basic robots. It's because my own robots were kinda working still. Cool. So we have these. All we need to do now is basically have the fuel, but only this one can have the fuel. Let's configure the priorities. Let's configure the priorities. That is very important. That is very important here to have the fuel prioritized into these before anything else. Because if these don't bring petroleum, then nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. Where does the fuel come from? The fuel comes from this side. The fuel comes from here. The fuel comes from here. What? 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 Why does it come from there? Why does it come all the way from here? Like it's in this one lane, no? Let me check. So the fuel is going out of these, and it's pushed all the way down. Right here. Oh, it's pushed right here. It's pushed into this one. Oh yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing. You know what? You know what we can do? We can have a special fuel tank. We can have a special fuel tank. Let's remove this. Remove this this connection from here, and we should prioritize all fuel production to be going to here. So let's have a bunch of fuel tanks. Oh, and in this case we can reuse these. Yeah, they are so much better for storing fuel. Not sure if we have the. Yeah, we might not be having the flooring, especially flooring. Let me go back to. Oh, you know what? We don't have the flooring. We have everything. Oh, that's cool. Convenient. We have everything here. So let's do it like this. Let's put it like this. And these are gonna be basically our storages for the fuel. Let's have 3. Like this, and then we basically pump them in. And what we're gonna do is simply connect all of them with a wire and connect this to this inserter and say this inserter should only be working when the fuel is above the limit. When the liquid rocket fuel is above. So how many can you hold? You can hold 100k, right? Yeah, 100k. 200. Yeah, all the fuel should go here in priority. And let's now take it from here directly. This is the wire. How should we do it? Going all the way top, or let it come from the. I think coming from the right hand side is it might be a little bit better. Switching to novice here, novice stuff, like land stuff. Having a second one here, like that, and then from here, basically we want to do like this. We want to do like this, and every time we have 2 entities, and we can also place the 2 entities here as well. So the idea is that we always have the same amount of entities between 2 pumps. We have the same amount of entities, which makes the flow a bit easier. Which should make the flow a bit easier. So here we have the first one, and then we have. That was not the best choice of lanes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna be having 3 entities, but that's fine. We're gonna be having 3 entities. Something like this. Advanced fluid handling pipes, for those who are not familiar with these. I highly recommend. It's a really cool mod. It might be a bit cheaty for all the fluid handling, but still super convenient if you don't want to focus on that. Okay, and here we go. So let's have this one bring more fuel, and after this is done, we shall see whether we should also prioritize the heavy oil being transformed into liquid rocket fuel. Let's see how it goes, or we're going to be having automatic buffering. So let's see. You go back, and where are you going to go? I didn't see it land anywhere. Did you see where it landed? Normally, it's either here. Wait, it's either here to take the crude oil or at any of the stations. Oh, it landed here. Okay, we had oil in these locations, which is cool. Like right now, we're pumping the excess of oil produced by the core mining. We're taking it back. And you know what? In the meanwhile, let's rename these. The Ricardo. The Ricardo. Let's rename these to be Trebuchet. This is going to be Trebuchet 1. And this is going to be Trebuchet 2. I'm hoping there is nothing to do. I'm hoping all the automation is here. Although, yeah, no, it should be good because these clamps can be the same signal. And the ships are going to be... We have 4 clamps, 4 ships, so they're going to be landing at the available one, basically. And it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, the liquid rocket fuel is in. Like, thing is, the way it's made right here... No... Like, first, like, whenever fluid comes inside this pipe, there are two choices for pumps. Either this pump gets activated or this one. And I don't really know how it's being handled, the priority. But apparently it's this one which gets activated first. So the fuel flow is flowing to the bottom. This one is having the fuel in... not sure. Not sure how the distribution is going, but... That's fine. Most important is that these get buffered, and then we're gonna be golden. The Void Hunter. Man, the names are epic. The names are epic. Use Roman numbers here. The Plover. The Trebuchet 4. Okay. I'd like to see whether they're gonna be able to... What else do we need? We have the fuel. Why can't it launch? Integrity check. Okay, we just need an integrity check. And manually launch them. Let's try. Let's try launch this one and see whether it brings us the fuel. Where did it land? Oh, here. Let's see whether it's able to bring us the fuel. If it's able to do so, then we're good. The crude oil, I mean, not the fuel. Should go back automatically, and it should come back here. And in the meanwhile, let's connect all the crude oils, and it's the final piece of the puzzle. Here we are connecting all the oil. We have one. We have the second one here. Then we have the third one. Actually, you know what? We don't need pumps here because this is the pump on its own, like this. And this one is this one, like that. And here we go. This has delivered its crude oil. So all the crude oil is in. And as you can see, I was gonna show you the factory working, but for some reason these are not all working. Crude oil shortage. Maybe this needs to be buffered first. Once this is buffered, the next one can kick in, and this one kicked in. Okay, cool. Let's actually send them. They just need to have a minimal amount of fuel to be able to launch. What's the... Okay, it takes 20 gigajoules to launch, so we just need to have enough for a launch from here and the launch to come back, right? So that's fine. Launch it once. And here... 39, we're not there yet. Oh, we're getting there. Let's get to 60, just in case. Okay, launch. And now it's all automated. All this platform should be warping non-stop, bringing in crude oil. And they might be waiting in space. They might be waiting in space if they don't find any provider. And as you can see, we have collected all the crude oil from all the core miners. And now we have to go to the... Oh my god, that was super loud. Apologies for the sound, but Pigstyle with the raid. Hello, Pigstyle 101. Hello, raiders. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing, Pigstyle? How was your raid? How was your raid? How was your day? How was your stream? Welcome, everyone. We are fixing the Naquitite, and we should go to do Arcospheres. The Arcosphere stream. The Arcosphere. This is gonna be the Arcosphere stream in a short while after fixing Naquitite. It was good, very good. Hey, congrats. Glad it was good. I'm very excited as well. Right now, what we are in the middle. I mean, not right now because we are fixing Naquitite, but this playthrough here, we're in the middle of an end game. space exploration version of Covarex. Sexy spaceship, thank you. Glad you like it. We have all kinds of shapes and forms. We have all kinds of shapes and forms. So this one is called the Big Bertha. The Big Bertha Uber, and it has a goat face, like devil face, whichever you like. We have a bunch of interesting shapes. This is the first Venator class, but some people think it's something else. Well, some people have a very a very interesting imagination. We have a bunch of ships, and this is our main ship. The personal ship for traveling. Looks more like a Venator class, to be honest. This was a better attempt at the Venator class from Star Wars. Now let's see here. Why Naquitite is still not flowing? Because of the sulfuric acid. Okay. Let's see how the sulfuric acid is delivered. And I believe it should be delivered through here. Yes, indeed, it is delivered through here, and it's delivered through a clamp 1025. And I think this is the one which needs to deliver it. This is the one which is delivered, 1025 indeed, and it's not taking off because it's waiting for the fuel. It's waiting to be full on fuel. But you know what? Let's send it already. It's 90 out of 100. We can still send it, and it should land here. Yep, indeed. So we're having sulfuric acid. Once we bring in petroleum, we might be wanting to expand the oil fields to basically colonize all the planets. Right now we're only using one of these, but that's fine. Can be done anytime. We are bringing in all the petroleum into this plant. And as you can see, the fuel is in the making. Now, why? Oh no, these are still working. These are working, so I'm not worried now. Okay, they're working. They're working when they have enough crude oil. We need to kind of buffer everything. We need to buffer everything. And yes, Naquitite is now flowing once again. Naquitite is here. The spice is flowing. The spice is flowing. Okay, guys. I think it's been. We have waited enough, and the moment has come to go and do the Arcospheres. Phew. Phew what? The moment has come to go and do Arcospheres. Finally solved our sulfuric acid. Oh yeah, the relief. Yeah, indeed. Relief that this is solved and Naquitite is flowing. Let's go and do the Arcospheres. Let's go and do the Arcospheres. So, go to Novice Orbit. So yesterday we have finished on a bit of a sad note. I wasn't able to find out a solution for the Arcospheres during yesterday's stream. But do you remember the Excel? Do you remember the Excel file? I was after finishing the stream, I went to bed. It was like we had to sleep. I went to bed, but of course I couldn't close my eyes. So I opened the Google Sheets with the Arcosphere formulas on my phone, and I started looking at it. And I looked at it a lot, and I want to show you guys what results I have come up with, because I did come up with what I believe is a theoretical solution. Now it might be hard to transpose it to Factorio, but I think I have a theoretical solution, and I'd like to share it with you guys. I'd like to share with you the solution to this mess, to this huge mess. Now, for those who are not familiar with Arcospheres, this is a C late game challenge, a super late game challenge, an equivalent of the Covarex in terms of difficulty compared to the rest of the game. So it's like one of the most difficult challenges, and I highly recommend you do it on your own. So if you're not familiar with that, or if you don't want to get any spoilers, you know. I thought you said no to off stream Excel. I did say no off stream Excel indeed, but I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I opened it and I was looking at it, right, and I was looking at it. I was trying to figure out any kind of logic, and just to at least memorize the recipes. I didn't do much, but I believe I did what's I believe I came to a conclusion. Let me show you. Activating alert mature. Thank you for the raid again. lurk away. So let me show you what I came up with. Couldn't help yourself, I can't blame you. Yeah, apologies, but again, I spent 2 hours looking at it, and I don't think it would have been very interesting to watch me look at the Excel for 2 hours, anyways, right? So let me run you through my thought process and what were my results. So let me open the Excel. Wait, hold on, I need to configure the view. Let me walk you through the results. So here we go. Here we go. This is the Excel. So let me explain for those who weren't here yesterday. We have the problem is that we have 8 different Greek letter items. We have these 8 items, right? And what we have available to us are these operations. Well, first of all, let me show you in game. Hold on, let me show you in game what these represent. You might get a better idea. So these represent these operations. So initially we collect Arcospheres, like the plain basic Arcospheres, and depending on time of the recipe, we can produce any set of 4 of these 8 spheres: lambda, xi, zeta, theta, epsilon, phi, gamma, omega. And then we have different recipes, such as the one for tesseracts, which takes in some Arcospheres and it produces what we want and gives us Arcospheres back, but in different form, as different letters. And there are 2 recipes for that. They again change from time to time. So the whole idea behind these Arcospheres is to get the products and kind of convert them back into what you need for the inputs. And to do so, we have these tools available to us. We have 8 different recipes, which convert 2 different items into 2 other items. So lambdas and omegas go into xi and thetas. Xi gammas go into zeta and lambdas, etc., etc. We have 8 conversions, 2 into 2s. And then we also have 2 special conversions of 4 into 4. So this takes 4 of these into 4 of these. So what I did was open up the Excel. So let me go back to the Excel now. What I did was open it up, and I started listing everything here. So as you can see, the first of the 8 operations, so these are the 8 operations of 2 to 2s. For example, this one takes a lambda one and an omega one, and it gives back xi and theta, right? Second one takes these 2, represented in red, and it gives back these 2. So I was looking at this, and yesterday we have started filling out a grid of combinations of 2, which had canceling operations. So at least 2 of them needs to cancel each other to be elected into one of these grids, into one of these columns. And indeed, for example, if you take A plus B, these are basically A plus B, A plus E, etc. If you take A plus B, you can indeed see that lambda cancels each other. Xi cancels each other out. And in the end, you end up with 1 omega and 1 gamma, giving 1 theta and 1 zeta. -1, -1, +1, +1, right? So you have these, and these are very interesting because you can go one step further and see that you can do combinations with these where they cancel out as well. So if you take this column, and if you take this column, for example, you can notice that these cancel out and these cancel out, and what you have is you take 2 of gammas and you end up with 2 of thetas. So you have a direct one-to-one transformation. You have a direct one-to-one transformation. So I went ahead and mapped these around here. So these are basically the results of these. And the idea behind these, I have realized that if you take the 2 columns, for example, look at the lambda one. Look at the lambda one. And see, there are 2 recipes where it disappears. And if you take 2 columns related to the recipes where it disappears, if you combine these 2, you will also always have so -2 of lambdas, of course, but you will have 2 of them which cancel each other out, and you will always end up with a single one which is different. So lambdas, 2 of the lambdas give us 2 of the phis. 2 of the x's give us 2 of the epsilons, etc., etc. And this is basically the result of combining them like this, 2 by 2s. And these are all, as you can see, AECD represents doing the operations A, C, D, E once each. So with all the cancellations, you arrive at this result. 2 of lambdas give you 2 of phis, right? And from here, I was like, okay, so how can we exploit this? What's the idea behind all of this? And keep in mind, we haven't even touched to I and j, where we transform four into fours. These are kinds of they're like transform half into half. I'm gonna talk about this in a second, but for now we haven't touched these. I have better stat scores if you're a math teacher. Oh, thank you, thank you for the compliment. At least I hope that what I'm explaining is clear. And by the way, guys, if you want to ask anything or like just go ahead. So I was looking at this at night yesterday on my phone, and I was like, what can we do with this? Okay, we have come to some simplification, but what's the conclusion? What's the idea? And then I realized something. I have realized something that we have 8 items, right? We have 8 items. We want to balance out 8 items. And if we look at I and j, we have a balancing between 4, like 4 of them can be balanced between 4 others. We have 4 of them, so that means that if we can balance out lambdas, x's, epsilons, and phis, we are going to be able to automatically balance out the other ones, and vice versa. If we're able to balance out other 4s, we're going to be able to convert them and balance them out. And what this gives us, what this table, we can actually hide this one. This is unimportant. This is unimportant anymore because basically it's an intermediate step. It's an intermediate step to give us this. We simplify these into these into these. So let's hide these. These are not important. And let's have a look at these. So here basically it's one-to-ones, and what this means is that minus 2 lambdas give us 2 phis, but look at the other operation. We have the exact opposite one where minus 2 phis give us 2 lambdas. So looking at this, I have realized that actually lambdas and phis are equivalent. Lambdas and phis are equivalent. We can easily switch between lambdas and phis. If we run these 4 operations, we're going to lose 2 lambdas and get 2 phis. And if we run these 4 operations, we're going to lose 2 phis and get 2 lambdas. So these are basically circular. Lambdas and phis are equivalent. And you know what? For the ease of representation, I'm going to color them. I'm going to color these. Are going to apply the same color here. It's going to be easier to see. Now, and we have the same equivalences between all of these. X's, minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2. X's are equivalent to epsilons. So let me color them in a different color. Let me color them, I don't know, whichever. Not the same, right? I think it was the one below. Yeah. And then zetas are equivalents with omegas. Just so you can easier see here. I never remember which color I picked. And thetas, are, of course, are equivalent to gammas. So basically, what that means is I was like, oh, no, this is also kind of pinkish. Let's go with the yellow one. Thetas are equivalent to gammas. And I was like, that means that if we balance out lambdas, x's, zetas, and thetas, if we balance out only the top side, we're going to be automatically balancing out the bottom side. Man, I can't believe I managed to do it in my head when I set it up. I cannot believe you did it. You did this in your head as well. Like I had to put it down on the Excel, and I had to look at it very hard for 2 hours, and only then I started seeing the equivalences. Well, granted, it was midnight. It was like 4 a.m. But still, I had to put it out in the Excel. So right. So looking at this, I'm like, hey, if we balance out lambda, xi, zeta, and theta. Oh my god, sorry about the bot. These are autobans. Bam. Hey, Kvach! Welcome back. Welcome back. Apologies, I couldn't wait for you to start, but I'm going over what we had yesterday. So you arrive at a time where we are reaching the conclusions of yesterday's stream and starting new conclusions, which I found out while looking at the graph yesterday while sleeping at the Excel. So from here, what we have realized that after combining these operations, simplifying them into the simple ones, simple pairs, and combining the pairs with each other, we have this conclusion where 2 of the same are equivalents, right? This is the first conclusion. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. So with this conclusion, basically what that means is that you can not look at these 4 anymore. you don't have to care about these 4 because just solving the problem with these 4 will give us automatic result with the 4 below. And that's it. So we basically cut the problem in half. So this, and I'm gonna call this the first operation. This is called the first operation, where we cut the problem in half. All we need to do is to balance these 4 colors: lambda, xi, zeta, and theta, or these. It doesn't matter. Now, the second operation is actually provided us by the game. The second operation is provided us by the game because, again, if you stop looking at this, and if you look at this, I just reported to the boss profile. Thank you. But don't lose your time with bots. Just ignore them. I just banned them and that's it. So if you look at the I and J's which are provided by the game, you can see that you have pair equivalences. You lose lambdas and x's, and you get zetas and thetas, and you lose zetas and thetas to get lambdas and x's. So you have a pair balancing here. It's similar at the bottom. At this stage, you have a pair balancing. So after this is done, basically you can assume that you don't even need to look at the pair below if you handle the pair above. So that's the only pair. And if you are able to balance these two, then you are able to balance these, and then you are able to balance all of these. So I and J's are gonna be called the second operation. I mean, I'm not sure about the order. This is these two are the second operation. This is the first operation because they're the simple ones. And then I was like, okay, now the challenge. I was staring at this and I was like, but how can we balance lambdas and x's, right? Because we have achieved balancing of these 4 compared to these. That's super easy. Second, balancing between the pairs. And now we need to balance these two. Or these two. And I was like, look at this. We have -1 lambda. And we have +1 xi. This is exactly what we need. We have -1 lambda and we have +1 xi. And we have -1 xi and +1 lambda. With these simple operations, we're able to balance these out. But these create byproducts, of course. We have 1 theta and 1 omega. But, as explained with the first operation, lambdas and phis are equivalent. So let's see if we're able to balance them out by applying the same operation. -1. So here we want to apply A. Imagine we have, I don't know, 8 lambdas and 6 x's, right? We want to remove 2 lambdas and get more x's. But at the same time, if we have 8 lambdas and 6 x's, we should be having, if we have the first operation already done, we should be having at the same time 6 phis and 8 phis and 6 epsilons. So if we want to do -1 of lambdas and +1 to x's, we might also be wanting to do -1 to phis and +1 to epsilons. So we want to be doing A and F at the same time, right? And let's look at the byproducts. So these byproducts produce 1 theta, 1 gamma, and we lose 1 omega and 1 zeta. Is there a way to cancel them? And, well, there is a way to cancel them. And look at the other ones right next to these. If you look at this one, if you look at the line D, you will see that the line D actually cancels out F. And it also cancels out the theta. So here we have gained 1 theta, and here we have lost 1 zeta. And by applying D, we are canceling out the loss of zeta and the gain of theta. And at the same time, we are losing lambda once more. But if we lose lambda once more, we need to lose a phi once more. So if we combine this with G as well, where we lose phi, we are also gonna be gaining omega. Remember, we had lost it previously. And at the same time, gaining Z. And gaining Z comes handy because we had lost lambda. So we in total, if you look at these columns, and this is what I have realized by trying to figure out how to handle the byproducts, if you apply these 4, you will end up with -2 lambdas, -2 phis, +2 epsilons, +2 x's. And this is what I have written down here. This is the last of these, which I took so long to find, which is the third operation. A third operation. You need to do E and F to balance the zeta and theta after doing A and B. E and F, not exactly E and F, because if you do E and F, we have, for example, phi plus 1 phi, right? But we wanted to lose phi. The idea is to lose lambdas and phis, and we don't want to do any operations which give us back lambdas and phis. We wanted to, and the idea, so the A and F had been done. And here, from here, the idea is to apply a second operation which loses one more of each. We have lost one lambda, and here we lose a second lambda. And we have lost phi, and we lose a second phi. And it turns out A, D, F, G, as you can see, A, F, G, D. It turns out, this is a formula, so it's automatic. It turns out we are losing exactly 2 lambdas and exactly 2 phis, and we gain 2 epsilons and 2 x's. And with this, because they should be balanced, like phis and lambdas are balanced with each other using first operation, x's and epsilons are balanced with each other using first operation. So with this, we have a balancing between these two. And with this, we have all the keys to the puzzle. And this is when I was super excited yesterday night, and I wrote in the Discord, guys, I have found the theoretical solution. Here we go. We have 3 operations, and another realization I had. We need exactly 3 operations. Why is that? We have one operation which balances every singular item with its equivalent. It has 4 balancing operations between 2 individual items. 4 times. Then we have a balancing operation of pairs. We have a balancing operation of pairs here. And finally, we have a balancing operation of quadruplets. 4 to 4. So we balance 1 to 1, we balance 2 to 2, and we balance 4 to 4. And you know why it's convenient? Because we have 8 items. 8 is 2 power 3. 8 is 2 power 3. It means that if we are able to balance halves through time, you win. So you have 8 items, you are able to balance 2 halves. So you need to balance 4. In 4, if you can balance 2 halves, you only need to balance 2. And in the 2, if you balance the 2 halves, you win. And that's it. That's the theoretical answer, and that's where I stopped. That's where I really wanted to sleep. Hold on, I need to read your messages. You need to do E and F. Yeah, not E and F, but the other ones. You knew Greek, did you not? Yes, I know to read some old Greek. I understand the basic euphonics. Is that modern Greek or ancient Greek? To be honest, I don't know how to break that down. This is my life. Hey, Faustus! Not sure when you came in, but hopefully you are able to join during the explanation. So we have the operations, and this is a mathed out solution for the spheres. We have, again, 1-to-1s, we have pairs to pairs, and we have 4s to 4s. So now the hard part is to do it in Factorio. And I'm thinking about having sets of operations which balance things out. And by the way, guys, just got here. Basically, the summary of my findings yesterday night while I was looking at the phone was that these two, and then the ones we have figured out, like we started filling out the pairs, and the pairs gave us these, led us to this, and finally the canceling out of the two sides gave us the last ones. And this is where I wrote the message. I'm super happy that I found the theoretical solution, and I stopped there. And I didn't do anything else because I was at the same time a bit... was it okay for me to do it while not on stream? But again, it took me 2 hours just by looking at the Excel, and I don't think it would have been interesting for you to watch me look at this for 2 hours here on stream. So, the idea behind planning that and doing it in Factorio, I'm thinking about establishing a chain, transforming all of these. So we need 8 sets of 4 machines transforming which are able to transform items with each other, these, and then we need 4 of these which are able to transform these, and then we need 2 of these which are able to transform these. So that's the idea. And by the way, yeah, I'd like I can share with you the link. Mail leaked. I can share with you my link if you want to check this this sheet on your own. I'm gonna put it here for ones who want. And I'm super happy about finding logic in these numbers. Hey, Anonymous Raccoon. Okay. So let me go back to Factorio. I'm gonna be looking at that at the same time while building the factory. While building the balancing factory. Again, thing is, let's have one big balancing factory here initially, just to see if it works and to balance this out. And again, we will want to be building, I think we will want to try to isolate, to figure out how many Arcospheres, like the minimal amount of Arcospheres we need to build a small factory balancing out Tesseracts, for example. Because I think we need a local balancer everywhere. As long as it's a well-chosen 5-year-old. I have the ability of 1920s 5-year-old. Ah, freaking old Greek. That's better than everyone, I think. I only came across the letter spoken for math, and Xi is the one where I was past classwork when I was involved with, so less spoken, just read. I know the alphabet, even the modern alphabet, so I was so confused. I really challenged myself to break it down before I tried to use Google Translate. Yeah, man, that's very what's the word? That's very commendable of you to learn ancient languages. I wouldn't be able to personally. I have enough languages in my life, to be honest. But 8 letters is okay. 8 letters are okay. So let's go ahead and try to implement the balancing of 4 to 4s. So now that we have these formulas, I'm calling them formulas. I'm calling them formulas, and what I actually call formulas are these columns. This is a formula. AECD allows us to transform 2 lambdas into 2 phis. This one allows to transform 2 x's into 2 epsilons, etc., etc., right? So let's go ahead and implement the AECD transformation, which gets us, removes lambdas and gets us phis. AECD. And let's see how we should implement that. Let's see how and this is where I went to sleep once I had realized like the 3-level balancing of different like parts of items with each other. Have you tried going out one step further and mapping out the precise set of operations to fix everything after example 1 tesseract creation? That's an idea to do it as well. So the formulas will allow us to balance everything out, like using the algorithm of like individual balancing first, then second level, and then third level. But balancing out the specific chains would be a second challenge. And I think that could be better. That could be better because if you look at the tesseracts, we can math out the direct chain. We can math out the direct chain from every single set. Where is the tesseract? We have 2 different recipes, right? So the inputs are always lambda, xi, and zeta. Lambda, xi, and zeta. So and we have 2 different kinds of outputs of this, which we need to transform back into the inputs. So we have either theta, epsilon, phi into lambda, xi, and zeta, or we have phi, gamma, omega into lambda, xi, and zeta. So we need to, if we can actually math out 2 chains to transform them directly. And I think I'd like to do that. I think I'd like to do that later. But first, I'd like to have a big factory balancing out everything. And I think we're going to be needing this in the future. Oh, before we do so, let's have a look at the Big Bertha Uber. Let's... Oh! Why do you run out of power? Wait, where's the inserter? Oh! I forgot to put the cells! Oh my god, I forgot to do a request for cells! Oh no! Where are you? Oh, it's on that space. It's on that space, and we forgot to put in the cells. Okay, you know what we can do? Yeah, I think we want to be doing the collection. I think we want to be doing the collection. So let me go ahead and fix it. We need to fix it. We want the collection to be going. That was very anticlimactic. I apologize. But it should be fixed. It must be fixed. The chip is terrifying. Yeah, the goat head, the devil. How long to get there? 3 minutes. That's fine. Let's have a small trip. It should be 3 minutes at max speed there and 3 minutes back, so 6 minutes in total. We have to fix it. And in the meanwhile, we can be looking at novice orbit, and trying to figure out how we should place the items, the buildings. So my thought would be to place down a set of 4s every time. Should we put them in a square, like in a square formation? Oh, so I haven't thought through at all how to handle the theoretical, how to apply the theory to practice. 2, 3, 4. How about doing something like this? How about doing something like this and having say a chest here in the middle, where we're gonna be assigning automatically the recipes, the items that we need. Now, one thing to note, as you can see, the chain. Let me show you the Excel again. As you can see, this chain here takes 2 lambdas and gives us 2 fees. But never forget that while doing the chain AECD, we need all of the items which are part of these operations. So we're gonna be needing actually all of them except for gamma and yeah, except for gamma, we need all of the items. But most of them are not gonna be exiting the system. They're always gonna be staying in the system. So I think instead of bringing them every time and delivering them back, the ones which we are not transformed, I think we want to keep the items in the system. I think we want to put a xz, a zeta, a theta, an epsilon, a phi, an omega into the system, and they can be rotated with each other, and the processing will give us +2 phi and -2 lambdas. And if we can come up with this like a closed system, we're gonna be having direct transformations. Whenever we have too much lambdas compared to phis, we transform them, and that's it. So that's the idea. That is the idea. Man, I really want to be building it. Why do we have to fix the the thing? How do we handle them? So let's see. What was it? I'm gonna alt tab without switching just to quickly check. ACDE. So ACDE, I think I've noted them in order. So this is A, B, C, D, E. So it's this one plus these. So we have lambdas here at the top, lambdas here. So let's see. If you place these 2 at the top, if the 2 lambdas are at the top, they need this one needs thetas, and this one needs omegas. This one needs omegas, and the output x's and thetas. Oh, so the output of theta from here can go into here, and here the output of the phis are the real outputs. Oh no, this one doesn't take phis. Hold on. Oh, thetas, yeah, it produces epsilons and zetas, and this one needs omegas, so we cannot really have direct feedback. We need to kind of have a small like operation in between all of these 4. How far we are? 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. Does anyone have experience with drug addiction? All of us have experience with drug addiction. I mean, we are playing Factorio. All of us have experience with drug addiction. If I remember correctly, you just need 1 or 2 Arcospheres as a catalyst for this kind of recipe. 1 or 2, but according to the graphic, we need we need like 7 of them. Let's board. Oh, wait a second. Before boarding, I should have wait. Hold on. I should have taken the power. So we have some cells here. I've experienced being treated like an addict by the pharmacists, but no actual. Oh, and coffee. Oh, the coffee. The coffee is a socially acceptable addiction. Indeed, indeed. It's hard to reach out to people. It's nice to hear smart people's input. There are a ton of smart people in this chat. Indeed. But yeah. We're not professionals. We are not professionals. But we are Factorio players, which is one of the biggest addictions. You run 4 recipes in total. First creates the catalyst Arcosphere needed for the second, and so on. Oh, yeah. So you mean it's a circle, right? It's a circle. Maybe if you put them in a circle, it can actually go like this. Let me try that. Right once we're home. Man, I really am annoyed that we have to fix this one right here. Put this one, and let's also like get one from each. It doesn't really matter. Let's get one from each, but and let's put it one. Oops. Let's put one here and one here. There is still no power, and why is that? Is it because we have pumps? Oh, it's because we. No, wait a second. No, we do have power now. Oh, we do have power now. Okay, we're good. We're golden. So now the requests are set, and next time this one lands, we will have everything. Just need to be careful about the antimatter. So let's go back to our ship, board the Mad Lab. Let's go back home, and let's set up the collection of the Arcospheres on this surface. Big Bertha Uber. And let's go to the dead space. Anchor, we are there. And let's build a small collection. We need to... Can we destroy an Aquitide by landing above it? Not sure, but that's fine. And here we want to build the item. Oh, I forgot to place the beacon. Once again, I had forgotten to place the beacon, but that's fine. Let's remember to place the beacon next time. Please remind me to place the beacon next time where the ship is back home, and enable these. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we are going to be home in 3 minutes, and we shall proceed with the build. So my coffee is a Coca-Cola. Thank you for chatting. It helped. If we are able to help in any way by chatting or anything, it's really cool. But yeah, we are not exactly. I mean, I'm not a professional in like consulting, so cannot give her a good advice. But I can maybe help you with some bad jokes. Can maybe help you with some bad jokes. So let's see if the catalysts. Actually, I like your suggestion for the name. The catalysts, the spheres which don't exit the system, they're gonna stay here. And I wonder if it's a circle. If it's a circle, it's gonna be super helpful. So we're gonna be delivering. We are gonna be delivering the lambdas here, and we are gonna be expecting to have. You know what? It can be a simple chest. It can be a simple chest, and this is a. Quatsch. Quatsch! 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 I understand the windmills! I now understand the windmills! Oh my god. Oh my god. The dots have been connected. Okay. If it's indeed a circular pattern, then it's super convenient. It's super convenient. There we go. Oh my god, that was a nice foresight, nice wink to the future. Man, some jokes are really appreciated after like in the future. And you know what? We can even use a simple one. Let me put on the impossible dream now. The impossible dream. Okay, let's see when I'll get it. Let's see when I'll get the impossible dream. So basically, it was not a Don Quixote reference, or maybe it was both. Maybe it was both. So yeah, let's put the basic. I mean, I really want to be here manually. I don't want to be placing ghosts. I don't like playing with ghosts. Nothing personal, ghosts. If there are any ghosts in chat, nothing personal. So I think this could be good. So yeah, again, two lambdas in the system and 2 fizz out. That's our goal. When do we get the hot tube factory? Hot tube Factorio stream? Who knows? One day. The impossible dream. Lehi. Did Quatch just predict your joke? The impossible dream. Come on, sheep, bring us back faster. Oh, we're here. Let's go. Arcospheres time. Reference first, picture second. Fourfold symmetry is good for making shapes. Oh, if you are talking about like a kind of famous picture or any kind of like if the Impossible Dream is a reference to like an art or something, please know that I'm very uncultured when it comes to art. I don't even know like the maybe I'm completely off with the ideas. Okay, so here we go. We have A, and then we need to find amongst C, D, E. We need to find the one which uses x's and / or thetas. No, instead let's find one which produces omegas. So the one which produces omegas is this one. Okay, cool. So the one here. By the way, guys, do you like the positive rotation or the negative rotation? Let's go with the positive one. I like the positive one. The anti-clockwise. The anti-clockwise. Do we need? By the way, do we need omegas into phys? Okay, this doesn't need phys. So we don't need inserter. We don't need the filter inserter here because we will want to only push the W, and the gamma is gonna be sorry, the phi is gonna be actually the real output of the system. Windmills are nicer than Nazis. Yeah, you kind of need to look very hard at it to think of Nazis, but yeah, I do see what you mean. It's a song from the musical of Don Quixote, fairly famous, quite touching. Sorry, I'm really ignorant when it comes to art, musicals, and whatnot. It's really not my thing, like museums. I'm quite uncultured in this. Fun fact about the swastika: it was stolen by the Nazis. It's traditionally in reverse, and it's a symbol for peace in many different cultures, like Native American and some others. I'm forgetting. It is a symbol in Japan. You can see swastikas all over the place in Japanese temples. And in Asia, so to Asian people, swastikas are nothing special, and it's actually a revert symbol. It's like represents something good. It has just been used by Nazis, and now it became kind of a symbol of Nazis in Europe. But in Asia and in, as you say, in America, it's I think it's Buddhist or something. It comes from Buddhism, so it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Okay, so this one needs theta and epsilons. Do we have anyone which provides thetas and epsilons? Thetas and phis, epsilon zeta, phi omega, xi theta. So we need to take epsilon from elsewhere. We need to take epsilon from elsewhere here. So which one provides thetas? You provide theta, and you are the only one. Okay, you provide theta, and you need xi zeta, and I believe this one should be the remaining one, which makes xi zeta. Wait. Theta epsilon. We use this one. Which one? Oh my god, I need to place ABCD. Xi zeta. So this one is not xi zeta. So it should be this one, right? It should be lambda and theta. So let's see whether it works. This one outputs a what's your name again? Xi. It outputs a xi, and this one takes in a xi. Okay, cool. So these ones work. Now let's see the inputs. Which ones of you need lambdas? You need lambda, you need lambda. So lambdas are coming out like this. These are for the lambdas. These are for the lambdas. And let's see whether yeah. And let's have the outputs of phis first. And for the outputs, I'm still thinking that should we use a buffer chest? Oh, the buffer chest is gonna be looking beautiful. The buffer chest is beautiful. The buffer chest is beautiful because the outputs can be handled in. Oh, I want an active provider here. I want an active, and these should be actually purple ones. I'd like an active provider because we need to be, or maybe we can keep them in a buffer chest. Like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We can keep them in a buffer chest. Yeah, why not keeping them in a buffer chest? We don't have to have the spheres in the storages. We don't have to. Since the whole thing is about believing in your own insanity, it's highly relevant around Factorio. Yeah, guys, how about making a swastika a symbol of Factorio? You get accidental swastikas when playing Dwarf Fortress, digging hallways out from a central staircase. Ah, oh, in Minecraft as well. To be honest, like you need to look at it from above, but you can definitely find this kind of stuff. That's the country I'm forgetting. It's the symbol for peace. Yes, it's actually, there are many countries because it's Buddhism, and Buddhism was quite spread all across the Asian countries. So yeah, India, but also like China, Japan, whatnot. It used to be a godly symbol. What's her name again? Yeah. So the buffer chests, I think the buffer chests are okay. Let's see if in the future we will need to kind of actively evacuate stuff from here, but I don't think it's necessary because all of these are part of the network and they're all read by the network. So this one is, for now it's like this, and these ones are gonna be the ones which are gonna be evacuating fee. Like this, into the chest, and we are good, we are good. Do any of them need fee? No, fee is always an output. They need lambdas. Now, the only issue here is that sometimes we have two outputs which we need to have. For example, this one has zeta, and zeta needs to be transferred all the way across. Zeta needs to be transferred all the way across, from here to here. And same for gamma. For epsilon. Epsilon to here and zeta to here. So we need the two last parts. How to make a nice windmill with that? How to make a nice windmill with that? In that case, how about actually using 2x2 chest? Maybe if we use a 2x2 chest, it's gonna be possible. Maybe if we use a 2x2 provider. Let's move all of these. Yeah, let's move all of these. Let's remove these. Okay, do it like that. Try 2x2. I'm trying to make a beautiful design because I feel like all of these are going to be kind of symmetrical. Because Arcospheres are kind of symmetrical. Okay, and yeah, they need to be like that, and these need to be these need to be right hands. Trying to come up with a nice design. And these are like this. Oh, no. They have to be touching the two sides. That's the whole purpose. They have to be touching the two sides of the green one. So we have an input and we have outputs. Outputs are done inside the chest, and the inputs are basically transferred. Hold on. I'm stuck. Okay. I believe I can fly. And here we need to have the lambdas. Again, omegas. Omegas are direct, so omegas never exit the system. So we don't need to have a filters here for lambdas. This, and this. Okay, and this is looking cool. This is looking cool. Now all we need to do is to output the zetas here. So unfortunately, we're gonna be having. I don't think it's avoidable, but I don't think it's important. We're gonna be having the zeta here, which is gonna be traveling through the chest to get into here. And we're gonna be having an epsilon here, which is gonna be traveling through the chest to get into here. Everything aside from that, I believe, is done. Lambda is coming from here. Here zeta, here epsilon. So it's either yeah, of course, because it's either lambdas which come from the chest to here and here, or it's the complements which come to here and here from this one or this one. So that's fine. Like this. Wait, let's make it a little bit better. Inputs first, outputs second, like this, and have the outputs like that. Bam, bam. And we need to be careful with inputs. We only want to be inputting the other one. So here is the epsilon, and here is the zeta. And I believe with this I believe with this it's done. I believe this is this works. Not sure if I had forgotten anything, but unfortunately I don't want to be testing it until we plug in everything. Although we can test it because we have a lot of lambdas and we don't have enough fees, so we can test it right off the bat, like maybe with only 2 lambdas. Take 2 lambdas and convert them into 2 fees. Let's see whether it's possible. And let's fill in the catalysts. So the catalysts are gonna be. Let's not make any mistakes. What's the cool lightning bolt? Oh, that's the weapon. That's a Tesla gun, which is part of space exploration. You can become Storm. Imagine becoming Storm. And you also have Cryogun. It can block biters. And you can destroy everything, but it drops these. It's really cool. Let's go ahead and try to transform the lambdas. So let's get all the in order. Let's get all the byproducts. Let's get all the catalysts. So let's go in order. So, but there is one problem. There is one single problem that I'm seeing, is that maybe 2 lambdas are going to be inserted into this one chest, into this one facility, but not into this one. Oh no, that shouldn't happen, because the inserters, when they take from the same chest, same items, they flip. They work in alternance. So I'm guessing like one inserter is going to be putting lambda here, and then the second is going to be putting lambdas here. Or do we need to be worried about that? No, I believe, so the only part where we need to be worried about, I think, is we need to be delivering the always items by pair. We need to be delivering 2 at once. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe, I'm not sure. So let's try to make it normal. Demonstrate the coil gun on that yellow storage box. Imagine. Yeah, that's useless. Yesterday we have stated that these are useless. The Tesla at least usually don't. Yeah, the Tesla doesn't destroy stuff, so it's quite safe. That's why I'm putting by default the Tesla. Okay, so we need 1 omega. Let's try to imagine we're gonna be having lambda. So we need 1 omega, 1 theta. 1 omega, 1 what's the theta again? Yeah, 1 theta. Then we will want to have, and by the way, since all of them have inputs from the chest, we can put them all in this buffer. Is there a way to initialize the process? I mean, we could always have, no, we're gonna be setting, and by the way, is it possible to set a logic request to the buffer? Let me just quickly check. Yeah, set request, you can set request to the buffer, cool, using the network. Foreshadowing, I remember the word. Kvach foreshadowed the windmills. Foreshadowing. I was thinking like in the back of my head, what was the word again? So omegas and what did I take? Thetas, right? We have thetas and omegas. With this, we are going to be producing. Once we have lambdas, we should be producing x's and thetas, epsilons, and zetas. And these are going to be passed here. Epsilons and zetas are passed here. X's and no. Epsilons and theta should be taken into here. Yeah, theta should pass here. And that's it, that's it. There's only 2 items to initialize the process. There's only 2 items. Let me put them in the chest. Okay, never mind. Let me put them in the chest. And boom, we should be having this one here and this one Wait. Where did this theta go? Oh, theta went here. Theta went here. We don't want that. We don't. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen ideally. But you know what? Just in case, let's actually have filters. Let's have filters. In this case, we're going to be controlling which items go where, and they look better because they look the same color. So for this one, we should be outputting the output from here. So it should be the what's the word? Xi. The Xi, man. The Xi is the hardest for me to remember because this E or 3 looks nothing like X, like Xi. So this is a Xi, and this is gonna be the theta. Now this one is gonna be the lambda. This is one of the inputs, lambda, and this one is also gonna be a lambda. So now the theta should not be coming into a wrong one. The theta should always. Oh wait, no, that's. Why did I... Oh, yeah, the theta should be coming into that one, but it should be coming from here directly. Oh, okay, so it doesn't really matter. Theta never goes to the chest. Theta never goes to the chest. theta is appearing here and disappears here. So let's put theta here. Yeah, the bootstrap should always be manual. Put one complementary of each. And now the moment of truth, guys. The moment of truth. Let's put the models, and let's see whether 2 lambdas are gonna give us 2 x's. Normally they should. Oh, we need the output chest. Oh, the output chest is the same here. So 2 lambdas into 2 x's. Let's even have 4, just to check whether the 4 of them are gonna be transformed. Wait, epsilon is not taken back. Epsilon is outputted to here, but it's not taken by this one. Is it a mistake? Oh yeah, it's not theta. This is epsilon. Apologies. This is epsilon. Guys, 4 lambdas became 4 phees. Oh, I mean, I knew that. Like, the Excel showed us the way. But that's the first of 8. We need 8 of these. Let's have a second operation right below. Let's have a second operation right to the right. It looks amazing. It does look amazing, man. This is so cool. Like they're like windmills. They're rotational. Like I didn't expect that when looking at the recipes. That is so cool. So satisfying indeed. So satisfying indeed. Let's put them back. So from now on, I think other ones should be faster. Other ones should be faster. Hopefully. How should we put them? What is the best way to place them? Should we go like this, or should we? Oh, guys, we can have like kind of diagonals. Oh, let's go with diagonals. Let's go with diagonals, kind of like this, right? So these are basically we need to go 2 from the top. Let's go like this with diagonals. Makes everything better. Yeah. Oh my god. I also kind of want to move it 1 tile, so we need to put back the quad catalysts, but I'd like to move it a bit to the right, because we are going to be having 1 of them here at the top. Yeah, I don't want to move the roboport, although we could move the roboport. Yeah, not a big deal. We can move the roboport. So let's place the gamma here and the complement of lambda theta here. Okay, good. Now let's do the same for the other one. So I'm hoping to be faster from now on. We have the first one. Now this is so cool, so satisfying, so satisfying. And you see, you are only allowed 1 beacon affecting a building. Yep, you can only place 1 beacon. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we can place the beacons in the spaces between the chests. Oh, we can't. We need to be careful about the beacons. But I think we're gonna be having like right now, as you can see, we have 2 of them, 4 of them. I'm thinking the next ones are gonna be like this. I'm thinking the next ones are gonna be to the top, pam 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 pam, and these are gonna be the 4 initial ones. Yeah, you can have only one beacon at a time, which I like a lot. I like a lot. So let's have a look at the Excel. Let's have a look at the Excel. I'm not gonna pull it on stream, just to let you know the ones which are doing the opposite transformation, and this is BFGH, BFGH, and BFGH are. Let's actually have them at the top, so we can basically copy paste. B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Three of the last ones. Pam, 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 pam. Okay, now looking at these, what are... okay, let's continue with the standardization. So here we have the left one and the bottom one using lambdas. And let's have these 2 again using the inputs. The inputs are the 2 on the left. So here the inputs are... we want to handle 2 phees back into 2 lambdas. Here we want the 2 phees back into the 2 lambdas. It's a little detail that's easy to miss if you're not actually playing. In my opinion, a great one factory should be made of factories, not tiled beacons. Exactly, exactly. Like that's a bit of a nonsense when you look at the optimized setups, when you have like as many beacons as possible around a single building. It's super weird. I never like that. You do end up with more active entities. But hey, at least it looks... Wait, they're not aligned here. I don't think they're aligned. They're not aligned. Like this. Yeah, and now this is better. Yep, now it's better. preach and trying to build a pregame for beacons. Yeah. Okay, let's convert these. So here the inputs are gonna be the opposites, the fees. The first fee is coming in here, and the second fee. Wait, lambda here is on the right. Here, lambda is on the left. I think it should be symmetrical. Fee is on the right, and fee is on the like. Right now, I'm not exactly knowing, but I'm kind of extrapolating. And yes, indeed, gamma is coming in here. Gamma is coming in here, and then what are the next ones? Here we want an omega or a xi as input, and here we do have one with xi, and oh, we also have one with omega. Wait, which one should be? So what's the output? Which one gives the? Oh, okay. Zeta is this one, so that zeta should be here, and this one should be here. So normally this is good. Normally this is good. Normally this is good. And let's fix the inputs. So now you, instead of lambda, you're gonna be passing in fees. You're gonna be passing fees to here, and you here are gonna be passing fee to here. And then you are going to be taking out. So you should be moved to the top, right? It's symmetrical. Gamma and zeta. Okay, so the zeta. No, the xi. Oh my god, it's xi. I have troubles with xi. Xi is going all the way top. And here, let's have the outputs. So instead of phi, it's a lambda output. It's a lambda output. The inputs are both fees. The output from here is zeta, but from output from here is gamma epsilon. Oh, gamma is here, so it's epsilon. This one is epsilon. Maybe just flip them. You know, they're flippable. Xi and epsilon in this case are kind of it's a bit hard. Xi and Xi is I think Xi is going. Sorry, epsilon is going here. Is going through this one, and W is like this. Pam 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 pam. Is this correct? A straight line from here, a straight line from here, and then the outputs of lambdas, inputs of fees. So it looks correct. I'm not gonna test it this time. I'm gonna hope it's correct. And now we need to do the this four more times, 4 more times for the other ones. Not sure if it's an optimized recipe. Not sure if it's an optimized recipe. But do people really come up with this without having a spreadsheet, like without having a formulas? Because for me it's super hard. Like, of course, you could try to figure it out, but it's way harder to do it in game rather than like figure out the formulas first. But respect to people who do this in game. Respect. I need my tools. Yeah, this. Oh no, bad tiling. Hold on. We just need to do this. Now it's correct, right? These two should be above. Yeah. Is there any biter upgrades in this mod pack? Does space exploration change them at all? Biter upgrades? I don't think so. I'll say this is that this is more advanced than what I came up with. This is basically applying formulas. It's basically applying formulas. Because once they are figured out, now the only challenge here will be to insert them and to try to make them run in parallel. So there is an easy solution to first, let me pull back the Excel. Like an easy solution, a straightforward solution to just run the operations in order. So first operations which should be done is the easiest one, this one, to balance out the same colors. So lambdas and fees, like balance these out, balance these out. Second operations which should be run is the pairs. Take the pairs and balance them out. Oh wait, why is this 1? Hold on a second. Why is this -1? It should be -2. What's going on? D E G B. D E G. Wait a second. This looks like a mistake. This looks like a mistake. So here, what we want to do is we want to remove zetas. No, here I want to remove thetas and gammas. Let's go ahead and have the two of these. So DE, G, B indeed. Wait a second. Yeah, zeta, there is no 1 here. There is no 1 on this line. There should be... Oh no, there are 2 1s. D... Yeah, no, B1, D1. So, what's the issue here? E4. Why E4? Okay, let me recalculate this. Let me recalculate. This is D, E, G, B. So a D plus E plus... Oh, mistakes. This is the first line. D. Let me copy paste the plus symbol. D, E, G, B. No, what am I doing? Oh, I was looking at these. Oh my god. Okay. The miss come from looking at these or looking at these. So D, E. Oh my god. G, B. Please be correct. Oops. What am I doing? Why is there two times E? Guys, I'm gonna admit I didn't sleep a lot last night because of all of this. D, E, G, B. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, phew, finally. Finally, I didn't. I completely missed this. Let's fix the tiling. No, not this one. This one. Not this one. This one. Okay. God, that's a bit confusing. Okay, working now. Working now. 2. Copy paste special formula only, so it won't copy the border down. Oh, I didn't know that. Paste special. Oh, thank you for the tip. Excel tips. Excel tips. Okay, let's see. DEGB. DEGB. Wait, oh yeah, basically what I meant to say is that the order of operations might matter, but thing is, there's also a way to, okay, let me open it back again. It's also parallelizable, and you know how to parallelize it. Basically, you're converting lambdas to fees, right? Imagine you have less lambdas than fees, so you're in the process of converting these into these, but at the same time, you want to be able to do this one. So you shouldn't look at lambdas, or like for this one, you shouldn't be looking separately at lambdas or fees. You should always be looking at both of them at the same time. You should be always adding how much lambdas you have and how much fees you have, because it doesn't matter if you have more lambdas or fees. They're going to be automatically balanced in parallel by this one. So you look at both of them and compare them to both of these. And we can parallelize this operation with this operation. That's what I'm thinking. But for this one, I'm not sure yet. Maybe it's also parallelizable. Maybe we don't even care. Maybe we can just say, like, just have the items going whenever there is like an imbalance, and it can be good. Maybe. So, okay, let's have a look at these. Again, first things first, aligning the operations. So in this case, what's the next one? What is the next one we want to do? What's the next one we want to do? We want to, so this one handled lambda and phi. Let's go in order. Let's handle xi and epsilon. So xi and epsilons are xi to epsilons. This losing x's is BFCD. BFCD. Okay, BFCD. B. C. I should have reordered them. B, C, D, and F. F is the last one, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. No, F, G, H. F is the third to last. B, C, D. Hold on. E, C, D, E, F. Yeah, third to last. Okay, cool. So now, what's your inputs? So again, first of all, the input we're losing x's. We're losing x's, and we're trying to gain. Man, I'm always lost. We try to gain epsilons. Losing x's, gaining epsilons. Okay, got it. So what is the one which has xi on the right, which goes into this one? Let's cancel this one out. Xi on the right hand. This one. Xi here. And then xi here, and losing epsilons. I mean these two, right? These two should go here. What's the next in the row? So it's either theta or phi. I mean, oh, both of them have theta or phi. We need to look at this one. So you need gamma. Which of you output gamma? You output gamma, and you are here. Okay, cool. So now we can erase these. The order is right here. The inputs are zetas. We are trying to lose zetas. And we are outputting these. Did I make a mistake again? Oh my god. Oh, we are losing... Hold on. No, we are losing these. We are losing these. What's your... I'd have to just use a paper and pencil. I have forced myself, like a while ago, to go away from pen and pencil, because anything you can draw on pen and pencil, you can draw it on the computer. You can, like worst case scenario, you can just open Paint and just draw on Paint. If you need to type, open, I don't know, Word, or you can even type on Paint. So technically you can do anything you draw on pen and paper, you can do it on the computer. It's more of a habit. And I kind of forced myself to switch to the computer for like most of the things. Because I believe like it's a good habit. You can always save anything in the cloud. You can access it from your phone. It's super convenient. What is our third operation where the balancing where we're balancing correct? What is our third? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So for the operations, again, first operation is converting single ones, is one-to-one conversions. We have 4 different types of one-to-one conversions in both ways, or 8 different types in 2 ways. This is the first operation to do. I think I need to rename these. The second operation to do is actually, okay, let's rename these. This is going to be the second, and this is going to be the third. The second operation is to combine pairs. Like, considering we have balanced these and these with each other, these are balanced, these are balanced. All we need to do is to combine pairs. So we need to run this operation and this one at the same time. I think we need to be running both at once. Do we? Imagine they are balanced. Yeah, if they are balanced, the imbalance here is going to be the same as the imbalance present here. So these and these should be balanced with each other at the same time. Not sure. No, we don't have to. We don't. Do we have to? No, wait. It doesn't matter. This is the operation. What am I talking about? We only have 2 of them. We only have this and this. So we need to pick this or this depending on the direction, and that's it. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Columns are operations, and lines are like per item what we gain, what we lose. So you were asking, is this our third operation? We're balancing correct. So the second operation is this one, by pairs, and third one is 4x4s. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. And of course, as Hanodest was saying, we can maybe figure out a formula for like a direct conversion from for each different type of processing. For example, for Naquitite, you can probably figure out a direct formula for each of the chains. For both chains. Okay, let's finish this. So we input the x's, and we want as output, we want again, what is it? Epsilons. We want the epsilons. So these are epsilons. Bam and bam. Okay, and now the pass through. Which one passes here? We pass the zeta. We pass the zeta. And which one passes through here? We pass the phi. We pass the phi, and that's it. That's it. That's all we need to configure. That's all we need to configure. Now the opposite operation, which is again epsilons phis. So it's AEGH. 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 A B C D E. A B C D E. F, G, H, G, H. I'm also not super familiar with Latin alphabet. Neither Greek nor Latin alphabet. Apologies. Like, I need to always remind myself. Okay, and here we have the inputs, which are epsilons. So the 2 epsilons, this one comes here. The one where it's on the right side comes here. And then we have 2 of these. This one needs a theta, and the theta is outputted by this one. And so this one should be here. Okay, perfect. Hopefully it's correct. And here basically what we need to do is to swap them. So we have phis here, and now they become the epsilons. Wait, why do we have lambda? Oh, you know what? We can copy from here first. Put to here and then swap them. So the outputs are epsilons, but now they're the inputs. And here the zetas are actually the outputs. Swapping these, and then these are changed completely. So these are lambdas. I'm hoping I'm not making any mistakes. If someone is following, please let me know if there's a mistake. Hoping you guys are following. That's like the cover X, the new cover X. Here we have... oh, wait, we have one to the top and one to the right, and here we need a gamma. And phi. Oh, gamma is done by this one, we need phi. Phi is, of course, I'll put it through here. Like this. I really like the fact that they're kinda symmetrical everywhere. So, this was the second one. Let me try to apply diligence and be a bit faster. We need landfill. Does it make sense to make a super big like balancing factory at one place and then have many smaller ones? Or is it better to bring Arcospheres by trains to the factory, balance them out, and bring them back? No, I think it's not efficient. They're never created, they're never lost. They're always transformed. What was the guy's name? It was a French one. The famous chemistry guy. What was his name? Forgot. So we should not copy with this one. We shouldn't copy with this one. How can we copy without losing stuff? You know what? Let's copy them by like side by side. So this one should be like here. Yep, correct. And now this one should be like this. Now, why am I not placing the beacons? Is because we oh wait, how did I place them? Badly. That's how. They're basically going top. Like this. And then from here. Okay, like this. Why I'm not placing beacons is because the beacons can go at the end on the right and left side. We can have beaconing. Can we have a beaconing for... Oh! We're not reaching the last ones. Oh! Oh! We have a nice tight spot for the beacon here in the middle. Actually, we have a spot everywhere in the middle. So I think beaconing is gonna be quite easy. I'm not sure if they're like super tileable, but let's see. So we have spots for beacons, so it doesn't really matter. Let me just go it, or are we trying to guess? I'm gonna try to remember. It's a memory. It's like it's kind of a memory exercise. Memory exercise. Let me go to the mall, and we need to grab more of the buildings. And also, let's check the balancing. Let's check the balancing. How are you doing, Big Bertha Uber? How are you doing? You have finished, right? So we need to deactivate this, have this removed, and now we can send it back to Novice orbit. Oh, wait, did we collect 13? We did! Again! Oh! Whoa. We did not! We did nothing! Nothing has been done! Do we have the... Yeah. Wait a second. Why nothing has been done? I didn't say auto launch with cargo. It was unchecked. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Just keep doing stuff. Let's... I know he's the founder scientist that is known for thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. A famous French thermodynamics scientist. I'm gonna remember. There's L somewhere. His name has an L. Not now. I'm gonna remember it one day. But not now. By the way, why are you not producing? What do you mean? What do you lack? Aeroframe poles. We have an issue with aeroframe poles. Let's have a look at Novice. That's not the time to be fixing poles, but I'm believing it's not a it's an easy fix. It should be an easy fix. So we do have the poles. We just need to I think mold them, like properly send them to the mold. They must be in the ship. Yeah, they're in the ship. They're just not being sent. And what we can do is simply increase how many of them we need here at the mold. These are iron sticks. Let's have a second chest for them. Something stoused sounds right. Yeah, I don't I don't remember. I really don't remember right now. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. So let's request these items, more items. The polls right now we're requesting 3,000, right? And 3,000 is like this is gonna be 500. Yeah, let's have 6,000 of these. And let's go back to the spheres. Also, let's check whether naquitite is properly being processed. This is something I really want to not be stopped. Yeah. Naquitite. Haulers are... I think it's processed. I'm not sure if you can see with the... it's not processed. It's not... What is happening? Stone? We're lacking stone, right? Yeah, we're lacking stone here. We are lacking stone. Why are we lacking stone? Are we not using any rockets? Of course, we don't have iron. How about the copper? How about copper? It feels like we're not even using copper. Where is the copper ship? Oh, it's flying. It's flying. Okay. Maybe like we need to do more core mining. Like maybe we can have a special stone core miner. Because we need stone for naquitite. Let's see later. Okay, that's fine. Like we have a ship going, so it's not like it's completely stopped. It's not like it's completely stopped. Yeah, let's also place some. So here we have. Oh, this one is kind of in the way. Oh my god, these are all gonna be in the way. I want to have a separate factory here. Yeah, let's place it here. Let's place one here. We can be having supercharger in between of the in between these, and we can also have a pylon which goes with the supercharger. And we can place these all the way next to these. Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one? The next one is losing zetas and gaining omegas. Losing zetas, gaining omegas in its CGEF. 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 C. E. F, G, this one, and this one. CGF, gaining, what did I say? Gaining, losing zetas and gaining omegas. Losing zeta, gain omega. Losing zeta, gain omega. Losing zetas is this one, right? Transform zetas first. Yeah, I think that's correct. Losing zetas. I need to concentrate and kind of get it done all at once. And this one requires a theta and phi, or phi. And here we have a phi. And this one should be here then. Should we pre-place them? Let's prepare. So we're gonna be having our final four. Our final four, which are gonna be here, and then these are gonna be here. Trying to remember the position and kind of move it instantly. Okay, and here we go. By the way, that's a lot of that's kind of a lot of machines. Hopefully, each set of 4 only have 2 catalysts, so that's not much. That's not many spheres that are that are taken for like catalyst purpose. Do we have? No, okay, that's fine. I think the guy's name is Charles. Charles something. Charles. Maybe not. So 1, 2, 3. We're doing this one. We're doing this one. So the zetas are the inputs. The zetas are the inputs. So you are the input. You are the input. The outputs are omegas, right? Yep. The outputs are omegas. Let me get an omega here. Anywhere. That's fine. There is no omega. And these are the omegas. Omega here, omega there, and the gamma and epsilon. This one is epsilon, the one which is passed through, and here we need a phi or gamma, and it's a phi. It's a phi. Phi here. Okay, so the rotation should be good, and for this one, it's the opposite one and the opposite one. Man, it's really fast if I focus, if I concentrate. Here we have the opposite one where we need omegas into zetas, and it's A, B, D, H. A, B, D, H. A, B, D, H is the last, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. H is the last one. Okay, so we are losing omegas and we are gaining zetas. Losing omegas. So this one is loss. Here, gaining omegas. This one requires a epsilon or gamma. Which one of you outputs epsilon or gamma? You are putting epsilon. You're going here, and you are going there. Cool. And here we have the inversion. Let me copy these, paste them here, and we can invert. So gammas are now inputs, and zetas are now outputs. Like this. Gammas are inputs, zetas are outputs, and we have the pass-through of either lambda or theta, so it's a theta. And here we have a pass-through of either lambda or gamma, it's a gamma. Okay, here we go. And the final, man, it's really fast. It's really fast to just copy-paste. Just keep doing it in a chain. The final one is thetas into gammas. Thetas into gammas, and the thetas into gammas are using DHEF. DH, A, B, C, D, E, F, B, C, E, F, G, H. No, F is the third to last. A, B, C, D, E, F. F is this one. Okay. I googled it, couldn't take it anymore. Rudolf Clausius. Oh, yeah. Okay, it was not Charles. Rudolf Clausius, yeah. Here's the guy. Again, nothing is created, nothing is lost, everything is transformed. Applies so well to this. So here we have the inputs are again thetas to gammas. You are here, and gamma. You need a lambda or no, yeah, you need a lambda. Who has lambdas? You have lambdas. You go here, and you have you are the remaining one. You go here. Okay, cool. Let's put them here for them to be closer. We have the inputs are of. I think it's easy to change. We have the inputs of the thetas and the outputs of gammas. And the pass-through are phi or omega. And here the pass-through is epsilon or zeta. Oh, it's a zeta. Perfect. Zeta matched. That's a little bit too convenient as a coincidence. Gamma phi and phi. Yeah, should be good. Hopefully it's good. Passing through omegas. Zetas, we have used up thetas and we have produced gammas. And now we need to use gammas and produce thetas, and that is D. No, wait a second. Take gammas and produce thetas. That is A, B, C, G. A, B, C, G. A, B, C, and D, E, F, G, G. Okay, cool. Take in the gammas. Wait, take in the gammas, the last one. Take in the gammas and produce thetas. This is this one, and the other one is this one. This one requires gamma or epsilon. Z. Oh my god. Gamma or Z, and this one is the last one, right? Phi or gamma. This produces phi. Okay, cool. Hey, Gohenk! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Mad Lab. Welcome to the Covarex of space exploration. What does your novice base look like? I can show you. This is what Novice base looks like. So this is the old base. This is the very first Bootstrap base where we had like a mini broken bus. And then we switched to trains, and we had like a bunch of stuff expanded all over the place. Lots of trains. This is the old nuclear power plant, which is now decommissioned. We have sciences. We have this is module. Oh, this is circuits. This is circuits. Yeah, these are all circuits. And we have the big astroport, the spaceport, where we have a bunch of rockets and the mole rocket. And then we have all the different SC related buildings. So this is Vita Melange stuff, all the different Vita Melange items. These are like other intermediates. And by the way, the trains here. Is there no balancing? Why did we fill this one but not? I mean, it doesn't really matter. The train can be waiting until. But why did that happen? We balance from here. Huh. Oh, because I think I must have made a mistake. So we have a lot of items here, but the train limit is still too big. 15k. Okay, we can never afford 15k. We can never afford 15k. There is the stack size is 20. One chest is 1,000. One chest. Okay, the mistake was here. So how many in one train? How many in one train? 20 multiplied by 80, 1.6 thousand. Yeah, that's correct. And we need at least 3 trains. Yeah, not 15k. Let's have something like this. Something like this. Yeah. It wasn't. Yeah, the mistake was here. And I think. And here it's 10k. Oh my god. Here it's 10k. Let's also make it 4.5k. Here you go for the novice base. It was a bit of a quick overview, but if you have any specific question about like any kind of sub factory, you can ask. This is the refinery, the new refinery V2. Top processing, bottom processing. I'm happy about this one. Like it all balances. It all balances. There's like like in place cracking. An old novice base. Okay, and here we are with the last one. Which one did we finish? I think we finished this one, right? We need to do this one. Oh, did I already assign gamma into the gamma into thetas? Gamma into thetas. Yeah, thetas. Cool. So these are. Let me copy that again. Here, thetas are here and gammas are here. Gammas. Thetas, and the transformation is passing through zetas. Man, I'm gonna be super familiar with the 8 Greek letters. Passing in zetas, and here we're gonna be passing in omegas. Passing through omegas, and here we go. We have the balancing. We have this is the first operation, guys. So this is the result of the first operation. Let's place beacons. Let's try to find a nice place for the beacons. Ideally, we want to be kind of... If we put one here, can we put one in a way that it doesn't really interfere with the bottom side, but it does everything else? Oh, it's impossible. Hold on. Oh, we have a beacon here already. For this one chest, right? In that case, we can move this one to actually feed all of these. And can this one cover everything else in that case? Oh, it kind of can. It kind of can. This one and the one at the top. Yeah, see like here what happens if you put 2 beacons too close. You will have a beacon overload on the building, and the building is basically stopping. You cannot do that. So we need to cover the top side like this. And here we go. Everything should be beacon now. Let's actually align them. Are they aligned? Yeah, they're aligned. Let's put this one all the way above. And the little blinky in the bottom right. Blinky in the bottom right? Huh? What do you mean? My upgrade from 0.5 to 0.6 is coming along well. Ah! You're doing work! You're doing work! Man, I can't imagine the refactoring. Thanks, dude. I'm playing 0.6 and about to launch to the orbit for the first time, trying to establish a good foundation on Novice before I go. I'm not sure if a city block is overkill at this point. So, I can only talk about 0.5. And on 0.5, you kind of had to go for a kind of a mega base because space required so many resources initially, be it in terms of rocket sections or be it in terms of landfill to produce. Like, you need so many resources to go to space initially. So for 0.5 it was the best, I think, to have all the vanilla sciences before going to space. But in 0.6 they changed it completely, so you don't have choice. You must go to space before getting to last sciences. So I cannot talk about this because I don't know. But I think people can help you with advice if you want some. We have professionals in chat. Professionals, beta testers. Hey, Scott the Summit. How are you doing? How are you doing? Glad to see you. It's been a while. It's been a while. Props to the mod creator again. Yeah, props to the mod creator. Like, he did an amazing job. I still cannot get over how he like, you know, the Arcospheres, it's a super interesting problem to solve, but it must be degrees higher it must be like degrees of higher complexity to come up with this problem in the first place. Imagine coming up with an interesting problem. It's so much harder than solving the problem. Like, think about it initially. I don't agree with all of the mod authors' opinion styles, but this one is spot on. The upgrade from 0.5 to 0.6, you mean, right? I'm doing city blocks now. Mega base thinking is really required, even if you only have a few blocks on each planet. So mega base are for the outposts. Even for the outposts? Egg. Hey, Dariel Treaty. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I wanted to grab the speed models. We need speed models. So guys, good news. Good news is that we have done the hardest in terms of size. The first operation required us to build a lot of transformations for all the one-to-ones. And going from now, for the second operation is going to require half the buildings. And the third operation is going to require only 2 buildings. So it's going to be easier and easier. And after these are placed, we're going to start the automation. We are going to start the automation. Let's also place a radar. We kind of want a radar here. Radar here. Radar here. Let's place it here. I'm good and you? I'm great. I'm great. I'm super happy about finding out the theoretical solution for the spreadsheet solution for the Arcospheres. So we are now trying to implement that in Factorio. So here we go. Look at this, guys. This is the first operation, operation number 1, which balances all the items and leaves us with only 4 to be balanced. Only 4, because the other 4s are going to be automatically balanced. Hey, Andy Gaming, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Welcome to the Factorio Space Exploration 0.5 end game. And now, actually, I can officially call it end game because I think once you do Arcospheres, you are in the end game. It cannot be. It cannot be after, or can it? Am I in for a surprise again? Mega-based thinking and not less follow through. You need that modular UPS efficient kind of design everywhere, as you'll be working all over. Yeah, UPS considerations are a thing in SC. I fully agree. My main advice is to make decisions based on what's going to make it easier in the game, and not what you are used to doing and how you think Mega-base should work. Yeah, you kind of need to understand what SC expects you to do. And from there, it should be easier. It should be easier. I agree. I've been looking at SC, but holy cow, it gets complicated. It does get complicated. It is complicated. Like, if you like complexity, if you like problem solving, then it's if you want more of Factorio. But I can completely understand it being overwhelming. Like, look at me being super slow. Look at the time. This is the in-game time we have been playing, and real-life time, I have started this playthrough on January, like beginning of January, and still on it, so I'm not the fastest player around, that's for sure, but it's still quite intensive in terms of personal time. Okay, let's go with the second operation. So I'm going to pull out the Excel for this one as well, because it's going to be a new thing we're going to be doing, not just copy-pasting. So the first operation required us to make these transformations to transform all of the spheres from one to another. Like lambdas and phis are balanced with each other. So basically we have the bottom side equivalent is now handled. All we need to do is to handle these, and we need to implement the second operation now. So second operation is this one, is the pairs. So as for the first operation, we were needing 8 assemblies of 4 machines. For this one, we're going to only be needing 4 assemblies. So let's go ahead and, by the way, if you want me to relink, I can relink it, or maybe someone can link. I'm seeing people are here. But let's implement these 4. So first of all, we need to get the one which transforms lambdas and phis into x's and epsilons right here. So A, F, G, D. So I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly the same. But let's try to make it the same. Is it going to be a different windmill? Who knows? A, F, G, D. And that's the interesting part is coming up with the new windmill. So let's put it here for now. And let's see how it goes. Let's also not have it blinking. Something like this, yeah. I've recently built my own priority sequencers for LTN stations, so I'm still a noob at 13 hours. I mean, if you're doing circuits like for LTN and stuff, I think you are well prepared for space exploration. If you're into circuits already. I'm a software engineer by trade, so circuits. I was really fond of circuits, and SC actually challenged you to build circuit solutions, which I like a lot. I like it a lot. Because basic AC doesn't really need. CoverX might be something you would consider building circuits with, like using circuits with. It's not required per se. There are like smart solutions without, but still, right? So let's go ahead and figure this out. I'm gonna look back and check the recipes. A, F, G, D. A, F, G, D. So let's place them so we can view them. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and F, right? Okay, F and G. F, G, H. Okay, should be good. Should be like this. And let us see. We are taking in both. We are taking in lambdas and we're taking in phis. We're taking in lambdas and we're taking in phis. Which one of you is appropriate? It is a personal odyssey if you give it a go. Yeah, it is an odyssey. It is an odyssey. I did CoverX with splitters and simple circuits and it works like a champ. Yeah, CoverX was really cool too. We had a small meme going in this playthrough earlier when like I had CoverX built and redid it over and over to make it even like nicer and nicer. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But it's not the same level as this stuff. Like what we are doing right now. This is the end game CoverX for SC. Way more complicated. Okay, so we have these. We want to, again, lose lambdas and phis to get epsilons and x's. How do we lose lambdas? Lambdas are lost into these two. And the epsilon, lambdas, and phis. Oh, and phis. Okay, so four of them are losing lambdas and phis. And I'm guessing 4 of them are producing epsilons and x's. Xy epsilon, xy epsilon. Oh, okay, got it. Let's figure them out. So, do we have the windmill situation? Do we have a windmill situation? Which one is using thetas? So you are going here. You are using thetas, so we can put you here. Now, epsilon and xy. Hold on, which one do we need? Xy and epsilon are both the products that we need. Xy and epsilon are both products that we need to. Oh, this is zeta. This is not xy. Oh my god. Okay, zeta. Which one of you needs zeta? You need zeta. So you are producing gammas and you need gamma. Okay, perfect. That's still a windmill. That is still a windmill, and that is perfect because every time this blue inserter is gonna take the one which it needs. So in this case, for example, zeta. In this case, it's gonna be phi. This and this in this case it's gonna be omega, and in this case it's gonna be a theta. Okay, and now we need to handle the remaining ones. So this one removes again lambdas and phis. Let's remove lambdas and phis. Let's actually align this setup. So in here we had the the bottom one, which is the output. So here the output is lambda. Here the output is lambda. So as well as the one below. And for this one the output is phi. For these two the output is phi. So lambdas and phis are in the system. Now I did my cover X with 2 speeders and the feature inserter, nothing special. Yeah, that's the easy solution I know of, yeah. Have one belt running around your plants and have on one side the happy uranium, on the other side the sad uranium. And then with speeders input the sad one and output the output the other one to the correct lane. Gammas and x's. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. Where are the outputs, by the way? Where are the outputs? The outputs should be again x's and epsilons. X's, and all of them are producing them, right? But are they also used? Are they also used as inputs? Do we see any xi or epsilon as input? We don't. Okay, that's make it super super convenient. So these outputs are. Okay, here is the epsilon. Oh, that's not epsilon. Oh no, that's theta. So that doesn't have an output. Oh, okay, xi. Oh my! For the life of me, I will never remember that xi is the weird 3. Xi here, xi at the top, and epsilons are here at the bottom. This is so confusing. Epsilons are here at the bottom. Yeah, I watched a few streams where people did Arcospheres, and I was scratching my head for the whole stream. Like you need to know the inputs. You need to know what you start with, and if you want to get spoiled and completely like have the solution spoiled for you, you can watch the start of this VOD where I explain the Excel. Like I did the theoretical solution with the Excel first, and now I'm trying to implement it with the like Factorio logic. And we are not yet at the combinators, but I think combinators shouldn't be very hard. Like, we just need to request the difference, and that's it. Everything else should be auto-balanced. So, here, the x's are outputted. Now, let's check whether we always have the inputs. So, this one needs omega. Omega comes from here, right? Omega comes in from here. This one creates a xi and theta. Theta comes in here, xi gets outputted. This one creates... And lambda is one of the inputs. And this one creates an epsilon and a zeta. The epsilon is in the system, it's an output, and zeta is passed through. Phi is also part of the inputs. So here we just need to, I think that's it. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Like, we don't have anything to pass through, because this every single machine has one output and one input and one output. Each single one of these machines, actually, yeah, I didn't realize that, but one of them at all times, it has a required input and also required output. And hey, thank you for following official Zigorg. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. We are not even at combinators, and but I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident because I understood the theory, and that's. Thank you for following ND Gaming as well. Thank you, guys. And yeah, ND Gaming, there are some questions you need to answer yourself if you are about to jump into AC. First of which is, do you want, do you have the time on hands? Do you want to get into the addiction, to get on with that? Do you have time for this? That's the main question. I think we're good. I think this one is. I'd like to test it out. So can we do it? Can we test it out? We need to lose 2 lambdas and 2 phis and get 2 x's and 2 epsilons. Let's have a look. Do we have lambdas and phis? Can we lose 2 of these? Yeah, we can lose 2 of these because we did some transformations. You know what? 10 of them, right? Let's get out 5. Let's get out 5 balls. Let's get out 5 lambdas and put them into this one. This should automatically reconvert them. This was the first test we made. It should reconvert them into phis. So with this, we should be having the same amount of phis and lambdas. Right? Oh, we only have 11 phis for some reason. That's because it wasn't even. And this takes 2 and output 2. And if it's not even, they might be. two thetas? Wait, why do we have two thetas? Why do we have two thetas? I thought it was only one catalyst. I thought it was only one catalyst. Oh, the distribution didn't work? The distribution didn't work? Hold on a second. Why do you have two items? I thought it was like one at a time. And you have an XZ. So what happens if we put a lambda here? Does it fix itself after having an even amount? Yeah, this one starts working because this sort of has priority. Okay, it fixes itself after. Okay. So inputting an odd amount of stuff, inputting and now these catalysts are back in place. Inputting an odd amount of stuff basically doesn't produce the items, and inputting the second item, the second even item, gives us back 2. It gives us back 2. So it doesn't really matter. So in that case, yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's we don't really need to care if we have even or odd numbers. All we need to do is basically keep on going, and at some point it should be balanced. And as you can see, we have 11 lambdas now and 13 fees. I play this game about 12 hours a day, so I guess I have the time. In that case, yeah, by all means, if you want, if you enjoy the complexity. Now let's have 2 lambdas, and we need the catalysts. Hold on, what are the catalysts here? I think all of them are catalysts, right? Because we have 1 and 2, so we need to put 1 phi, 1 omega. Or do we need to put all of them? If you place only one here, for example, one here for the lambda and for the theta, what's going to happen? If we have an omega and if we have a theta, if we have a no, or one of these. For example, what happens if we put only 2? If we put a gamma and an omega, so they are gonna run. This is gonna run. We're gonna be having one output here produced already. The omega is gonna be passed here. So it's gonna run like twice, or run first once and run the second time after we have a second lambda. And this one should run and output epsilon and zeta here. Does it make sense to place 4? Maybe it's gonna... Wait! Are we gonna be able to parallelize? Because remember the conversions here. Let's have a look. Let me show you again. Let me show you again what happens once you placed 2 items. Let's place 2 lambdas again. Maybe we need 4 catalysts, 1 for each machine. What happens when we place 2 lambdas? Let's have a look. So 2 of the machines start working, right? And then one of these is working, and then one of these is working. What happens if we pre-place the catalysts here? For example, right now we have a these are kind of, no, these are the inputs. We need the catalysts with every single input. It doesn't really make sense to have catalysts here. It doesn't really make sense. Although it can buffer up to 2. It can buffer up to 2. Is it going to be faster if we pre-buffer it? If we pre-buffer it with a catalyst? Because we need to wait for this one to run. And we need to wait for this one to run. No, anyway, the previous one enables the next one. So we still need to wait for this one to run. Yeah, we need to wait for this one to run so that this one could... Wait! What if the inputs are on the opposite sides? Is it better? Because they can run simultaneously in that case. Oh! What if we need to change everything? I needed to figure this out first. What if the inputs are on the opposite sides? What's gonna happen in that case? Here is an omega, here is a theta, right? So this one is gonna be outputting the xi here, and xi is needed here. But this one needs a zeta as well, and the zeta can be coming from... Oh no, in that case it's gonna be having backwards direction, and that's not a good. The windmill always rotates in one direction. It's gonna be blocking the process because we have the zeta needs to be here. But what will this machine need in that case? Oh no! If you play this one here, of course this machine is gonna be here, and this machine is gonna be here. Hold on, let me try this out. Let me try this out. I'm a bit lost now. Wait, let's put it here. Let's try the case where these are kinda in the front. Is it gonna work, or am I trying to be a dummy here? Let's move it here. Let's put this one here. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes like this. My brain hurts. Mine as well. Mine as well. So we have 2 machines. Where should we place these? Like, this one produces epsilon and zeta. and this one produces xi and theta. This one takes epsilon and zeta. Oh, xi and zeta. So it takes one of these and one of these, and this one takes one of these, and oh, this one takes each one of these takes one of their outputs. It might be easier. It might be easier. Hold on a second. It might be parallelized better with this setup if we switch them all over the place. Swap them basically. If we swap them. So in that case, we will need to have an output onto both directions. So this one comes here and this one comes here, right? So imagine, and we have these two being processed. So omega and lambda, omega and theta are in the machines. We receive two lambdas. They get distributed. We produce one zeta, one epsilon, one zeta, one xi, and one theta. I'm gonna go crazy. One xi and one theta. Xi goes here and theta goes here, and this one completes it with the epsilon. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. They are parallelized. Time to redo everything. But I think the redo is gonna be easy. Like, let's try to find out the. Let's test it first. Test first. So let's pick up W. I don't really care. W and the circle. Gamma and theta, and let's place them here. Let's give you a gamma and let's give you a theta. So now, if we place two lambdas, man, we're gonna be out of lambdas, but that's fine. We have a second operation going backwards. So let's place phis back in the system, get two lambdas. Man, that's so much better. But in that case, it's not windmills anymore. It's not windmills anymore, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, we need hands as well. Where's the second lambda? You go here. Yeah, so this one worked. And of course, we need to transfer... Oh! And there is... this one outputs phi and omega. And this one outputs phi and theta. Wait, so what's going on with theta in that case? Theta is outputted by this one and by this one, and by... No, it's outputted by this one and by this one, and it's taken in by this one and by this one. So should we push the theta back? From here and from omega here? Bam bam. I think it's parallelized, but don't you need to output stuff from here to here? No, you don't. And from here to here? What's happening with xi? What's happening with xi? Yeah, before doing tests, I think it's best to kind of fix the inserters. What's happening with xi here? Xi needs to go here. No, xi needs to go here. Like whatever happens, xi needs to go back, and theta is going into this one. So and from here, omega goes back. Theta, omega are traveling like this, and here we have the epsilon, which is the final output, and wait, is it epsilon? No, it's phi. The final output is phi. Epsilon should be going back somewhere. Okay, epsilon is traveling here. Epsilon is going back here, and the zeta is going here, and from the output of here, the theta is going back here, and the phis are now outputted back into the system. Let's get this one item. This is xi, I believe. Let's put it. Let's get back the items. Let's clean the system. Clean it up. Cleaning up the system, and have the lambda. So one lambda is going to the left. And in that case, we don't even need these items. We don't need the intermediate chest items. That's so much easier. I should have thought about that before copy-pasting everything. Please breathe and then talk. Jeez. Apologies. I do get excited. I do get easily excited. This is the reason why I couldn't sleep yesterday, because I was obsessed with looking at the Excel and having a theoretical understanding of what's going on. To be honest, I didn't expect to have the operations ready, but it just happened by looking at the Excel. for too long staring at the Excel. Okay, so the lambda inputs are here and here. And the where are the outputs? The outputs are done from the top and from the bottom, right? And that's it. I think that's way easier. So it's not exactly windmill rotations. It's not exactly windmill rotations, but it's still. And in that case, we don't even need a big buffer chest. I don't want to change everything, so let's keep the big buffer chest. And by the way, having a big buffer chest is helpful for the sake of like being able to place the beacons in between. It creates a nice 4x4 squares for the beacons, just in case. So let's keep the big buffer chests, just in case. So is it better? Ultimately, is it better? Is it better? It's very easy to change, and let's also put them like as a windmill. So in the end, it's not exactly a windmill, but I think it's better because we're going to be having two machines working at a time. Where here two worked, then this one worked, and then yeah, it was a bit weird. Oxygen is good. Oxygen is perfect. Let's try again. We're gonna be running out of lambdas, but yeah, that's the risks of the job. Having two lambdas, and we also need to input the buffers, so we need a theta. Oh, we don't have a theta because we didn't finish the processing. Let's put this back. We need a theta and an omega. Get an omega and get a theta. Theta is going here, and omega is going here. Is it gonna be working? Yeah! Outputs are back, and catalysts are back. This is so much easier. This is so much easier, and also in terms of like specifying the inputs. But good thing is, I think it's easy to shift them around, to swap them around. So what we need to do, this one stays here, and this one goes here, and now how do these change places? The right one goes to the top, and the top one goes to the bottom. So let's do it like this. We are gonna remove this one, place this one, remove that one, put it here, remove this one, put it here, remove this one, put it here. And now all we have to do is inputs to the left and right, and outputs from the top and bottom. And that's it. That's it. That's so much easier. That is so much easier. Parallelizing. Two working. And the best part is, the real best part is that once these two have finished the processing, they have inputted items into these two. If there is more than two items, imagine if there are 4 lambdas here, they can start working on the next set of 2 lambdas. So these ones can continue their processing. Like all of them can be working at once with this setup. It's so much better. It's so much better. Okay, let's. I think it's not very hard to remove the top one. Put this one here, put this one here, put this one back here, and then remove all these, take these and place them around and just move them. I just did. Never mind. So the outputs are from the top, like this, and the inputs are to the right, like this. Lambda's outputs, and that's it. You know what? I think it's fine to place them afterwards. So we want to place this one at the bottom. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. What we might need to do is to remove. Oh, we also need to place these ones correctly. The hands, the blue hands. Like that. I think it's easier to just remove the hands first. To remove all the hands and then kind of adjust. I think it's easier. Did we swap the items here initially? I don't remember if we swapped the machines. Oh my god. These are the second ones are the ones transforming x's and yeah, losing z, gaining epsilons. Losing z, gaining epsilons. Yeah, this one is fixed, and here's the, and this one hasn't been fixed yet, right? Losing epsilons. Yeah. So let's fix this. I kind of wanna first put the hand. Okay, you know what? I think it's easier. Okay, I have an idea. Let me focus a second to not make any mistakes. and these. So the first step of the transformation is placing the correct hands. Might not be the correct items initially, but that's fine. So we're gonna copy this with Shift, and we're gonna remove the items. This way we only have the hands. Create blueprint, and place all the hands, the new hand disposition. Like that. And second thing to do is now move shift all the buildings. So we have done the shifting for this, and let's do it for this one. So the way it goes, the top one is going to the bottom, and then these are kind of rotated in positive direction. Here as well, so top goes to the bottom. Wait, what did I do? Bad. This one goes to the top, this one goes to the right, and this one goes back to the bottom. Here as well. Remove this, and this moves here, this moves here, and this moves back here. Okay, and the final one, this one goes here, and this one goes here, this one goes here. So much better. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, adjusted. All we need to do is to fix the inserters, and we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be persona golden. This one loses x's and gains epsilons. Loses x's and gains epsilons. And that one is the opposite. Yeah, that's straightforward. The next one loses zetas and gains omegas. Losing zetas. Just checking whether there is indeed zeta, and gain omegas. And then here omegas and zetas. And finally, we have the one which loses thetas and gains gammas. If you notice the zoom and zoom is because when I alt tab, my like the chat overlay disappears. I need to press a button to make it reappear, but this button is the same button as in Factorio restore the zoom, F9. So it kind of gets back to weird zoom. I'll try. You know what? Let's remove the F9. Can we feature like this? Yeah. Okay. Should have done that so long time ago to avoid you guys zoom and the zoom non-stop when I activate the... But I didn't... I'm not used to do too much alt-tabbing anyways. But yeah, where were we? Oh, the last one. We lose thetas and we gain gammas. So now I tab, press F9, and nothing happens. Perfect. We lose thetas. Losing is horizontal. Lose thetas and gain gammas. And here lose gammas and gain thetas. We're done. We're golden. We're golden. We are golden. Hopefully. Hopefully we are. Hopefully we are. Second step would be to input the catalysts. Do we want to do that now or do we want to do that later? Let's do that later. Let's do it when we... Yeah, I know what. Let's do it now. Let's do now. And by the way, let's check as well. So we have too many epsilons. Let's try to convert epsilons back to lambdas. Epsilons back to lambdas. So the catalyst should be on the right and left hand side. So here we need a catalyst of omega and theta. Omega, theta, zeta, omega, theta, zeta, and gamma. Omega, theta, zeta, gamma. Can you just do this? Yeah. Just find yourself a catalyst. You know what? We can take all of the balls and try to apply the catalysts. Can you find your catalyst? Oh, you might take the wrong one. No, you might take the wrong one. You might take the wrong one. Okay. So this one is the zeta. So we need gamma gamma zeta, theta, omega, gamma zeta, theta. Do we have thetas? Oh, we don't have thetas. I'm not seeing any theta. You know what? Let's. Oh yeah, we have 0 thetas. We have 0 thetas. Let's make some thetas. So the thetas is the complementary of gammas. So let's go ahead and produce some of these. So we need to use this one, and we need to remove the gammas, and the gammas are removed by providing fees and gzis, and a bunch of gammas. A fee, a gz, and let's have a bunch of gammas. 5, 6. So put the correct ones. And we're going to be able to test it out whether our copy pasting worked on the last machine. Oh, did I just take fees instead of taking gammas? I did. Eight of them. 8 of them are going to be transformed back. Oh, why didn't you take... Oh, I need to take 1 fee. I need to take 1 fee. The catalyst for this one is fee, not actually not gamma. Man, having this done automatically by the machines. Look at this. They're working 2 at a time. 2 at a time. Oh yeah, they cannot be working all at the same time. Maybe they could if we had 2 catalysts. If we had 2 catalysts. I think that's best. I think that's best. Let's try. So we have thetas now, by the way. So we have some of them to convert, back. So let's try having 2 catalysts. So for example, we need to convert zetas into which is your complement? Zeta is omega. The complement of zeta is omega. Perfect. We have only 1 omega. So let's have 8 zetas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's have 2 complements of omegas. So zetas to omegas. So which one is it? Lose some zeta, get some omegas. I think it's this one. Yeah, lose zetas. So we need. Let's take 2 gzis and 2 fees. 2 gzis and 2 fees. And let's try having 2 of them inside. 2 gzis and 2 fees. And now all of the machines should be working at once at some point. Let's have a look. 2 activate. Yes! 2. Okay, not 4 of them at all times. I know, actually 4 of them could work at all times. It's just that we didn't have enough spheres to balance. But all of them could be working at the same time. So the downside is that, of course, we are taxing more spheres as catalysts that are staying in the system. But the advantage is that 4 machines can be parallelized at once. So trading some spheres for the efficiency. I think we can go ahead with the efficiency. Now, what's the stage? What's the state here? Hold on a second. Oh, the state is because we have a weird state here. In this system, phi is a catalyst. Why is it not coming back? Oh, because we need to have a number divisible by 4, right? We have 2 zetas here. Oh, no, I think this is fine. I think this is fine because they exchange non-stop right now. The most important part is having 2 catalysts. Let me put again, let me put 2 zetas once more and check whether it's properly going. Oh wait, it's not zetas. Oh, no. No, wait, that's wrong, that's wrong. Zetas cannot be inputted anymore. The catalysts are lacking. Do we need to do this as well? Do we need to do this as well? For some reason. Epsilons and omegas. Omegas are the outputs and epsilons. Why this epsilon is not going back, cannot go back here? Hold on a second. We have an item which cannot go back. Is it a mistake? Here, for example, lambda is the catalyst. It goes here, but it can also go here. What is going on here? Let's go back to the initial machine. Maybe it was a copy-paste mistake. Let's go back to the initial machine. How does it work here? How does it work? We have, yeah, we have a theta indeed, which can come back here or here. It can come back here or here. What's the state of the machines? The state of the machines is that we have two catalysts. Now, if we increase the amount of catalysts, let's actually think what happens. If we can increase the amount of catalysts, let's do it one by one. Which ones do we need to convert now? I kind of have stuff inside every machine, so let's get everything out. Just need to figure out whether having two catalysts is good, or is it detrimental, or is basically it's not enabling everything to move. Let's get these back. Let's go and do some more testing. Some more testing is required with the first machine. And I got the items out because we might not have enough spheres. By the way, speaking of spheres, let me have a quick check. Check of the spaceship. Did it finish? I think it finished. Oh, it didn't. Oh, we still have one to go. We have the last one to go. Wait, we don't have the capsule? Broke it? Or is it kinda inside? Is it buffered? Why do we have one collector but not 25? What's going on here? We have one collector, but we don't have the rocket. Why? That is so weird. But I guess that's the end of the trip. Maybe we only had 24 rockets. We need to disable this. Pick this up. And yeah, let's go back. That's so weird. Did you collect 13 or 12? 13, I guess. Oh yeah, 24 collectors launched. Maybe we only had 20. Oh, I know what happened. We have deconstructed the blueprint because I forgot to re-enable the button. And I thought it finished. We have deconstructed the silo, and by doing so, we have lost the first probe rocket. We lost the first. Now that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because we still collected 13. Like it was 24 or 25 to get 13. But it's fine. Anyways, we cannot do anything here any longer. So let's go back to Novice Orbit. We have arrived at the perfect timing. Couldn't be better. Couldn't have been better. And let's also not forget to place a beacon for the next one, so that it's faster. The collection should be faster. And now back to the balls. Back to playing with balls. Which one should we be? Yeah, let's try to play around with these two, like these and these, so we can balance from one to another without any issues. So again, playing with the two catalyzers. Here the catalyzers are zeta and, or maybe we need to place a catalyzer here instead, so they're kind of switched over. Oh, wait a second. What if we have a catalyzer into each one of these? Because as these machines work, like the first time they work, they output gamma here, and this one outputs epsilon here. But what if we had already an omega here and a xi here? Oh wait, xi is outputted. Omega goes here and xi goes here. So we need to. What if we had a gamma here already? Let me try. Maybe that's the solution. I'm not thinking it through just yet, but let me just try this idea. So we need to take one zeta, one gamma, okay, two gammas, one into each, two gammas. Is it? Omega goes here, and here we need to have an epsilon. It's weird that we need two of the same. Two gammas? Really? I guess, I mean, why not? So, a zeta, a gamma, a complement, a zeta, two gammas, and an epsilon. Let's try. A zeta. Zeta, this is xi, oh my god. Zeta, a gamma, two gammas and an epsilon. Like that, and then a bunch of phis to get back to... And I'm going to try to insert them one by one, maybe two by two, just to see what happens. To kind of okay, and we distribute the catalysts here. Distribute the catalysts. So this one needs a zeta. This one needs a gamma, and this one needs a epsilon, and this one needs a gamma, second gamma. Okay, now with this, what happens if we put two of these? They start working. These start working. Two lambdas are outputted. What's the state? Each one of these have okay, got it now. I got it. Each one of these have the initial state. We can put two more. Let's have and as you can see, they activate 2 by 2s, but if you put 4 at a time, 2 activated, 2 activated, 2 activated, 2 activated. Is there no way to have all 4 of them working at the same time? Well, let's go back. Okay, so you are the test where we had a catalyzer in one of these, in each one of these. Maybe we need. Okay, let's try again. Having 2 catalyzers. Oh, you have a theta here. Let's have 2 catalyzers in one of these initially, and that's it. Let's try that. So we need 2 gammas. Sorry, 2 omegas and 2 thetas. 2 omegas, 2 thetas. Let's try. You are going to be having 2 omegas, you're going to be having 2 thetas, and let's try to input 4 lambdas. Yeah, now 4 at the same time are working, and then 2 at the same time, and then done, right? But what if we input 4 more? 2 at the same time, 4 at the same time? No, that's better. That's definitely better. So instead of distributing the catalysts, we need to have two of them in 2 machines. And let me do a mass one with like 8 items at the same time. So let's get back the catalysts here from the bottom one and from the top one, and let's get two zetas and 2 gammas. So 1 gamma here and 1 zeta there. Can we have like a continuous production? I'm gonna input a bunch of fees, like a lot of fees. And let's see how it goes. So we have 2 catalysts in each side and nothing here. Let's see how it goes. Are we going to be having all the machines running at the same time? 4. 4. Yes! That's the best. That's the best case. We have 4 machines running as much as possible. And the lambdas are, of course, converted. Yes! Okay, got it. So, it's too complicated for my brain. You kind of like right now. What am I testing out? I could have determined that by just thinking about it, but it was too complicated, so I just tested it out. I tested out how it works. Hey, Dark Explosive, how are you doing? Don't ask me to explain what we have done. It's too hard. So we have the Arcosphere build in progress, basically. But we have reached a stage where I think it's efficient. We have 4 of them running at the same time non-stop if we need to convert 8 at once. Like a big amount at once. So let's do the same with these. Oh, we have the 2. Okay, so let's get our 8. Let's have 8. Yeah, they're working, and fees are being produced. So this is the operation 1. The operation 1 again balances 1-to-1 spheres, like in. So this one balances lambdas and fees, and we have a balance here. We have a balance. Perfect. So now let's let's put the catalysts everywhere and be done with it. So this is a XZ. So we need 2 gammas on the left and 2 zetas on the right. 2 gammas on the left and 2 zetas on the right. 2 gammas on the left and 2 zetas on the right. Okay, cool. And here we have epsilon, so we need 2 thetas on the left and 2 omegas on the right. No, this is phi. 2 thetas on the left and 2 omegas on the right. Wait, we're gonna be out of omegas. We have 0 omegas right now. Oh, we have 3. Oh, they're here. Maybe we need to kind of balance out some stuff before that. So which one of you gets us epsilons? Epsilons are gotten by converting x's. So let's. Oh no, wait a second. Epsilons are gotten by converting gammas. Epsilon. I'm looking at the Excel right now. Epsilons are gotten. No wait. Epsilons are gotten by converting x's indeed. Epsilons are x's are coming from x's. So that's this one. This setup. Epsilon. Epsilon. Oh wait. Which one do we need? Which one do we need again? We need x's, right? Yeah. We need to basically run this one. Hey, Solid Storm. Thank you with the raid. Thank you with the raid. How was your stream? Welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Guys, if you want to not be spoiled, we're doing Arcospheres right now, so if you want to not be spoiled, I recommend you not watch. I recommend, it's a bit, it's not good for a streamer to say that, but if you want to do Arcospheres on your own, this is a highly spoiler territory right now. We are actually coming up with a solution for Arcospheres. This is like an ultimate challenge of SC, of space exploration, so yeah. Watch at your own risk. Hey, SC mods, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, in the end, I'm not sure if you're still here, Kvatch. In the end, we didn't end up with windmills. Windmills was a nice concept, but I feel like it's more efficient to have this setup where there 4 of them can be running at the same time. Windmills only like activate them one. Like it's kind of windmills if you look at this, but the inserters are not in the windmill order. I am cool. So yeah, like they are still looking as windmills from above, but the inserters are not in order for optimization purposes. Was fun, did some multiplayer. I have never done multiplayer in Factorio. Could be fun. The one multiplayer mod that I'm actually interested in is where you have a map separated into 2. And you have some resources on the left-hand side and some resources on the right-hand side. So players need to kind of send to each other's resources, and like cooperation is necessary to build. Like you cannot have, you cannot do something in your corner, and you need to constantly exchange resources. So it's fun. Unfortunately, it's like a big. I think it's a river separating you, so you need to kind of. You cannot use trains to communicate. I think that's a bit of a. Maybe there are like bridges or something, but. The physical approximation of the form is secondary to the literary. That's beautiful. That's beautiful what you are saying. Yes, in these, in those. That's the one I want to be trying out if one day I do multiplayer. Imagine having all people playing together and a group on the left-hand side or a group on the right-hand side. Imagine the mess. That's a mod that, there's a mod that lets you become the biters. Oh, I mean the point is to kill them. Don't want to become one of them. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. There is a mod for that at GMS. A mod for the bridges, for the train bridges. I saw someone playing it a couple of months ago, but not since. Yeah, I'm talking about the mod where you have the separation of resources. I know, like, this is a mod, but I'm not sure, like, if you can send the resources by trains. I was kind of diving deeper into the details. Right. For the two-sided play where you had to send resources across bridges to the other side. So are you saying there is a mod for trains, like to send trains to one side, or are you talking about this mod in itself, like the multiplayer mod? Cooperative something, yeah. Co-op games are really cool with like friends or. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. So we have gammas and zetas here. We have nothing. And by the way, we are missing one module. I just noticed. Do we miss a module anywhere else? Huh. Okay, interesting. So here we are consuming epsilons, so we need 2 thetas and 2 omegas, which we have in the inventory. 2 thetas and 2 omegas. Now here we need, this is for the zetas. We need 2 x's and 2 phis. 2 phis, 2 x's. And here we need, this is omegas, so we need 2 epsilons and 2 lambdas. 2 epsilons, 2 lambdas. Like that. Man, I really like this setup. The final setup is so much better than the first one we came up with. The final setup is really like quote unquote simple. Like there is no like transiting inserters. It's all like localized. There's a map scenario kind of thing. Dark Explosion. My brain is like not responding, like Minecraft, not responding. The map scenario kind of thing creates two friendly teams and splits the map into two sides. Sides are connected by small lines wide enough for one rail track. Oh, one rail track. That's cool. That's cool. So if there are rails, then I do like it. There is no uranium on the left side and no crude oil on the right side. But imagine if it was the same from the beginning with like no copper and no iron. Maybe both teams can have some recipes disabled to enforce cooperation. There is a cooperative multiplayer where maps are split into sections. Not all resources are available on each section. Yeah, that's the like I'm talking about one of these. I have seen it on one person's stream the other day. I found it really fun. Each section has a subset of recipes they can craft. I can craft plastic and have to ship it to you so you can craft red circuits. Yeah, that's the one. Like you have the recipes adjustments as well, so you kind of have to do it. Split co-op. Split co-op. Okay, got it. Sounds like that might be it, but I'm almost certain there was another one. Oh, split co-op is different from the one Faustus is describing. Because what Faustus is describing is the one I was talking about, maybe. Here we need thetas. By the way, guys, let me know if I speak too fast. I don't realize, but yeah, I do realize that sometimes I start speaking way too fast, and it might not be very nice to hear. So definitely let me know if it's an issue. I'll try to slow down. 2 lambdas and 2 epsilons we need here. 2 lambdas and 2 epsilons. I kind of try to compensate my slow playstyle by fast speech. Unconsciously, maybe. Unconsciously, yeah. 2 epsilons. There's another one called Teamwork. Ah, Teamwork. I don't know exactly how is the one called which I'm describing. I just saw it on one person's stream, and that was it. Like that's my whole experience with this mod. We need 2 Phs and 2 Xyz. Oh my god, the Xyz are gonna get the lifeblood out of me. Lifeblood, like the soul. 2 Xyz. Oh, that's the final Xyz we have. That's perfect. And then finally, which one? What was it? 2 Phs. 2 Xyz and 2 Phs. And guys, we're done with the 1-to-1 conversions. We are done with the 1-to-1 conversions. I can officially, I officially announced that 1-to-1 conversions are completed. So unless there is a mistake, it's not automated. It's just completed. All here is set up for that. Everything is set up for that. Let's catch our train, our spaceship. I think it has arrived. Yeah, indeed. Let's have it anchored. Let's get the new spheres. More spheres. We need to find it. We need to find a beacon for it, like a clamp for it, so that it's kind of automated. So these have been inserted. 25, perfect. And after we finish. Oh, and by the way, yeah, let's also have. Why don't we have any? Yeah, we need to. Not sure what's going on, but we need to find a clamp for it so it can be automatically refueled. Coming from here. More Arcospheres, more! Let's collect all of them. I don't know what to do though after we finish all the asteroids fields. I mean, that's still a long way to go. Oh, the beacon. We need to place the beacon. We need to place, so we can place the beacon here and leave it at this, and it's gonna basically buff the silo. But what we can do as well is, oh, this is like a limited to silo. That's fine. Let's place a second chest here and put some models there, and we can put the models. Oh god, we can put the models into the silo. Speed models. This is why I keep it limited, so this doesn't happen. Not sure why this came, but it's fine. I need this anytime. Anyways. So, do we have the fuel? We have the fuel, we have the canisters, and we can send it to the next field. What's the next asteroid field to collect stuff from? We did Pebbles, we did Dead Space. Let's go to Ephemeral Expanse. That's epic. Did we do Galactic Graveyard, by the way? Maybe we did... Ah, no, Graveyard hasn't been done. Let's go to the Expanse. Ephemeral Expanse. Does it make sense? Ephemeral Expanse. I have to run as well. Got some things to take care of. Have a nice solving puzzle. Thank you. Thank you very much for raiding. Have a good rest of the day. Have a good rest of the day. By the way, can we place these next to them? Interesting. Okay, let's manually get some more Arcospheres, because as you can see we have, for example, 17 epsilons. Let's handle 7, 8. Let's get out 8 epsilons. And where are the epsilons consumers? Which ones consume epsilons? We just need to look at the size here. So let's put 8 epsilons and let's get their complements, so we can get rid of epsilons and get other items. So like basically this approach, the approach we're doing right now, is the one I like. Like usually that's how I do things. I try to solve a problem theoretically and then have a practical approach. But yesterday I felt like spending too much time on the Excel was not very interesting for you guys. So maybe for some of you it was interesting, but probably certainly not for all. So I kinda... In the end I did that in the bed. Zeta. Two hours of Excel content might not be super interesting. Zetas are... So not this one. And did I... Is it Zeta? Oh yeah, Zetas. So Zetas are... Why do we have an Omega here? Huh. So Zetas are here. And this is also an opportunity to check whether everything is correct. And everything looks correct. So Zetas become... Wait, only 2 Omegas? Wait, is it Omegas? Maybe the outputs are not correct. Maybe the outputs are not correct. Maybe it's not Omegas. Wait a second. Excel time. Zeta becomes... No, Zeta becomes Omega. Zeta definitely becomes Omega, but why do we have only 2 Omegas? How many did I input? Oh, there is a problem with this one. There is a problem with this machine. For some reason, there must be a mistake. I'll put Omegas to the middle, input Zetas to the sides, and now let's see what's happening here. What's happening with this particular machine? Last time it was also this one which had the mistake. Maybe some of them are misplaced. Maybe some of them are misplaced. Theta and Phi. Phi goes here. Epsilon. Oh, Phi goes here and Theta goes here. Epsilon goes here, Xi goes here, and then Omega is outputted and Xi goes back here. And Xi cannot go back here because there is no Xi. There is no Xi. Maybe this one should be at the bottom. Maybe I made a mistake with these. Maybe I made a mistake with these. Is there a way to check? Is there a way to check? I mean, there is an easy way to check. Just try it. Let's invert these. I'm sure there is. I'm certain there is an issue with this particular setup. Let's remove these. Let's remove everything from them, and have again a complements. Let's have two X's and 2 Phis. Okay, let's put everything back. 2 Phis and 2 X's. Like this, and then let's have Zetas. And let's see how it goes. Yes. Can they go back? Okay. For some reason they were misplaced. How did that happen? I thought I carefully placed these at the bottom and these are moved up the line. But that means that we need to check everything. We need to check everything right now. How many Omegas do we have? We have 14 Omegas. You know what? Let's convert a bit. Let's convert to more X's. Oh my god. Let's convert to more X's. And then let's try and do the opposite conversion here of the omegas. Basically, test it out, test it out. Okay, this one is correct. This one is correct. Okay, so there was only a mistake with this one. That's actually reassuring. It's not a general problem. It's a localized mistake. It's very reassuring when that happens. And by the way, guys, it's 1:30. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Yesterday, someone was really mad that I ended up 10 minutes later than I should. So I really need to be careful ending at 1:30. Like a promise is a promise, right? So I'm gonna be a bit more diligent. We're gonna be ending at like 25. So at 30, I'm out. I need to be really careful with how that goes. Yeah, so basically ending at 25, and by 30 I should be out. Okay, let me quickly send you somewhere so that it doesn't happen today, the same issue. Until next time. So guys, I'm really happy with how this went today. We're still kind of in the early phase where we're laying down the buildings with the facilities, but we're now applying formulas. We're now doing it the correct way. I feel like not like random put everything in one basket and here you go, sort it out please for me. Now we are doing something like specific, and I do like the way it looks. I do like I feel like we're on a good path. So tomorrow we're going to be finishing with the operation number 2 and operation number 3, which are going to be easier, and then we are going to be trying to determine the formulas we need to construct these tesseracts. I have prepared the buildings already. We need to do some custom balancing on that hand side, and maybe I can figure out the formulas to transform directly either these 3 into the inputs or the other 3 into the inputs. Because if we're able to do that, it's gonna be golden. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be ending now. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy. Like today was a lot of like Z, theta, theta, whatever, but I still think it's the ultimate puzzle of SE, right? So what you gonna do? And it was super interesting for me. Not sure about you. How I don't know how it was to watch, but it was really fun to solve. Okay, Factorio. Who is playing Factorio? Send you quickly to the next person, and what the fuck is Factorio? There's one stream. Okay. Who is playing SC? Questor 2. I'm not seeing any SC for some reason. Oh, there's Apayanodon. Let's go to Trismegistus. It's been a while. Okay, guys, I'm sending you there, and I'm out. Thank you all again, and see you next time. So, by the way, maybe I'm gonna be live tomorrow. I really want to do this. I'm like right now in the Arcosphere mindset. So we shall see if tomorrow. Normally tomorrow is my day off, Sunday, but this week is kind of special. So I'm gonna let you know as always on Discord. But there are high chances I'm gonna be live. Like there's nothing else I wanna do. I don't want to rest. I want to play with balls. Okay, so thank you all again, and see you next time. Not sure about tomorrow, but maybe. Okay, guys, thanks again. Bye bye.